Welcome to the Wileyverse, everybody. My new light. We are the Wileyverse. We run Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition in the Forgotten Realms universe, specifically in Baldur's Gate. This is the Cardinal Bond. All of our players work for a mercenary company called the Cardinal Bond. With me, as always, with 10% less hair and 10% more intestinal fortitude, is Mitch. At the end, playing Arovar. He is the group's swashbuckling rogue and former pirate. One of the only people that know really about the city. You're not native, but you ported here, docked here many times. Next to him is Kaelin, our newest player, playing Laura Dove, a Eladrin astral self monk. With me, as always, is Dayton. You know him.
Okay.
He's Jordarai, playing our Horizon Walker Ranger.
AKA butt of the jokes.
Butt of all the jokes. If you are on your browser, you will see all of our character sheets off to the side. I am the GM, and I am also running the NPC Maeve, a trickster domain cleric of Tymora. What are you looking at? What are you doing? What's going on?
I feel like I'm not that pasty in real life.
These are really bright right now.
Like, I feel like people can see through my skin.
Be right back.
I don't see dual in my actions.
It's called something else. Go features and traits.
I am there.
It's not fancy footwork.
Nope.
It is. There we go. Subscribe, Giant Hippo, 4 months. What's going on? Everyone died?
What?
Geostellar! Welcome back!
Everyone's dead.
Everyone's dead. Yes, we have started a new campaign, and this is episode 6. We do have a swashbuckler.
Yep.
Hold on. I think something's wrong with our camera. So, just always got to set up the stream first thing, make sure we're doing all right. White balance. What do you guys prefer?
Red, green. Red, green.
And I can turn it down. Maybe we can turn it down. If I can grab that bar.
Every time.
I like the red better. Makes me look less pale.
It's so much sharper out of the app.
So much what?
Like on the Safari or whatever. Chrome.
This is bullshit. Alright. Let's go over here. Focus. Exposure. Focus. Oh, we're going with it. Also, I have a new light on me that's hopefully illuminating better. Though it has 3 different lighting modes. So, what do you guys think? Let's go to the cool, the warm, the regular.
Warm.
Think warm?
Do you think warm?
I like warm. It makes him look angelic. He looks
Zoom in.
warm, like he actually looks warm.
I look like a person.
You look so much redder.
We look
So-
red. I look like a cherry tomato. Not that it really matters. It's not what we're here for. Your mom kapow.
I love that snake.
Royal snake.
Alright. So. Where are we going?
So sneak attack, this was, you don't need advantage on that attack roll if another enemy of the target is within 5 feet of it. That enemy is incapacitated and you don't have disadvantage on the attack roll. Is that what duel is?
What is it called?
That's just part of my sneak attack. There's like
No,
nothing in here.
no.
There's
It's
fancy
there.
footwork
Uh-huh.
and rakish audacity, that's it. Oh, here it is. You don't need advantage on the attack roll to use your sneak attack against a creature if you're within 5 feet of it.
And
No
you're
other
the
creatures
only...
are within 5 feet,
Yep.
yeah. So rakish audacity also includes duel, so...
Yeah. So, a swashbuckler hexblade is crazy because then you just become this warlock duelist ass kicker. That's a good multi-class combo. All right, so this is the Cardinal Bond. Our group is mercenaries in Baldur's Gate in a time of turmoil for the city. It's kind of always a time of turmoil for Baldur's Gate because that city is horrible, but currently the Flaming Fist has been stretched thin, crime is on the rise, rumors of lycanthropy and piracy and bandits on the tradeway have gone through the roof, and the city is more at unrest than ever before. Our group has been sent out to take care of some gnolls, as a gnoll horde has descended on the coastline, and the Flaming Fist has gone out to meet it, leaving the city pretty much empty of defenders and law keepers. Our group went out, cleared out some gnolls, and found some weird silver coins, which has led them on a trail of conspiracy that includes someone making a mithril ornamental or ritualistic anchor, a group called the Huffers that are trying to find a portal to the River Styx, or through the River Styx, down in the aqueducts. And now they have gone out again and been ambushed by demons and their gnoll compatriots, it seems. But they have handled that situation easily. Actually, kind of made the entire encounter negligible. But you lost most of your loot. As I don't know if you stayed around, but they just cleared out a cave of a Fang of Yinogu, a gnoll demon hybrid, with its hyenas and gnoll bodyguard. Did you stick around after the fire, or did you just head out?
We didn't decide that. Once we beat everything, we just kind of were done.
Yeah, we're done. That's what I'm asking you now.
I don't know. Do you guys want to stick around, or do you want to head back to town to get paid? We set the horde on fire, so there's nothing in there for us to get.
Yeah.
So I don't want to go back in there. So I'd say we probably just head back.
Okay.
Yeah.
So just start the journey.
Mhm.
So the only loot you got was what you got from the Fang, the Knoll, and that was it, because the tunnel was burning and the cave was
bracelet,
burning.
black bag of stuff.
So you got the bag, you got the he was wearing it as a bracelet, but it's a necklace, and the quiver, which was a very nice quiver that shouldn't have been on a knoll. It's very well crafted. And you started your ride back because it's going to be 2.5 days back to town.
This is tripping me out in your glasses.
Mm-hmm.
Why is it the ring?
This ring. Yeah.
That's like if you look at any of the makeup artists on YouTube, and they do really close-ups so you can see the ring in their eyes, because
Have you
they
been
all have
watching
this.
a lot of makeup tutorials?
No,
Because your face looks great.
thank you. Oh, also, we're not sponsored by White Claws, but we're available. Also, truly, we'd totally drink your stuff on stream too if you want to pay us.
Guinness. Yeah.
Since we know White Claw won't.
Yes. I'm really excited about the Astral Self Monk and see where it goes, and I'm really dreading when it gets pulled off playtest and it's not available anymore, because we're just going to have to, like, it's not going to be just in your character sheet, and that's
Yeah.
what disappoints me. Alright, so the ride back is going to be 2.5 days. Is there anything in particular you want to do, talk about, discuss on the way back?
I guess I want to I was thinking about, a lot of these gnolls that we've come across seem to be, I would say, their weapons and the stuff that they have on them seems too nice for... It seems almost like somebody's arming them, or...
Mm-hmm. I think it's the Gith woman, because she had the money too.
Yeah.
So she's basically paying these guys to kind of distract, I think, because I think what's really going to go down is this Blood Moon Festival, which really isn't very important. No, I'm just kidding.
Not important at all.
I think that's what it's kind of revolving around. They're kind of setting up distractions around and paying them and kind of making them better off and more effective so they can be more of a nuisance to spread everything thin so they can keep their operations kind of quiet.
And we think that this has to do with the portal that they're looking for?
The Oxbow Basin, yeah.
Right?
Most likely.
Most likely.
That thing is a portal to the Hells, and the Huffers seem to be wanting to find it, specifically on that night. The Blood Moon Festival. You gonna look through that bag?
Nah.
No.
Yeah.
It's 50 of the putrid silver coins.
25
We should get
coins.
Jordan ride drunk again and take most of it.
Well, that's stuff
Oh, did you say that out loud? Did I get drunk some night?
and
What
not
happened?
remember anything?
Although those are gross, they're worth 5 gold each, right?
I just
Or
winked
3
at
gold
it.
each.
They're worth 1.5 to 2 gold apiece. But yeah, they're always dirty. They're always grimy. You know that demons can somehow find them because they attacked you in your room. So, I mean, obviously it's treasure, and you're not going to just throw it in the ditch somewhere. But you should try to get rid of it as soon as possible, and preferably to people that you don't like. Don't trade it to the guild or Mizla or something like that. Yeah, the great thing about the Astral Self Monk is that you don't have to put, it'll be a struggle if you're starting at first level. You don't have to put anything into Strength or Dex, because you can pour everything into Wisdom, and it just does everything for you.
I think it would be obvious at this point that I'd probably want to be inspecting this quiver.
All right. Make me a history check.
I have history too.
Not applicable for you. It's about where he comes from.
19.
All right.
Let's go. Starting off great.
Enough good rolls on useless shit.
Right.
In battle, it's
This
like
is-
one.
You mentioned this earlier today, or maybe it was on Tuesday.
No, I just quit using the bad luck ones. These are my original dice from when I played Rifts the first
Lord
time.
Savior and Ace.
Lord Savior
and
Ace.
Savior Ace.
Hello.
What's going on?
No, bad weather for us is 4 hours of rain. We're fine.
I mean, there was a tornado, not in Tucson, but in Wilcox.
That's Wilcox.
I was like,
That's close enough.
we get excited at thunderstorms, I believe, all of us.
Oh, I love
Yay!
them.
We had some power down
Something
and
new.
stuff like that. There was some flooding way out in Sierra Vista, but
Somebody
Tucson
on
proper was
Houghton,
pretty good.
got their roof ripped off, completely clean off, just blew right off.
Yeah,
So
I already sold our previous Knowlish silver to somebody less than reputable.
Refresh your equipment.
Well, I didn't just give him that. He was just looking at it.
Oh, it's...
I'm just kidding.
Do you want to fight for it, bro?
Yeah.
I'll kill you. I just got dual. You be careful.
Once you look at it and you inspect it and you start to mess with it, you know what it is. The Rangers in the Feywild had these. So Solinar is the elven god of Rangers and archery. And this quiver has 3 compartments and is basically a bag of holding for bows and arrows. It can hold up to, I believe, 60
arrows, bolts, or similar objects.
Yeah, 60 ammunition. Then it has a compartment for spears and javelins, and then it has a compartment for bows. So,
Like a sack of holding?
yeah, it's like a quiver that, he can literally have multiple unstrung bows and put them in there, and they'll just...
Basically, it makes me better than Hawkeye.
And then anytime you
Black Widow?
anytime you reach back, you can also call for whatever it is you're looking for. So if you have multiple different types of arrows, you just I want my silvered, I want my silvered, I want my this, I want my that, and it just comes out.
Gotcha.
So now you probably understand why I was talking to you about this earlier. So yeah, that's you have a Solinor's quiver. In other places, in other realms, you've heard them called efficient quivers or quiver of Alona, which is a god not from this world, but from another world. Though in the Feywild, it's every world.
Are you writing that shit down?
It's on his character sheet. So there's no need to identify that thing. What are you doing with the necklace?
Oh, do we need to identify it?
You don't know if it's magical or not.
We'll take it to sell and be looked at and stuff. Like when we get to town, I'll decide.
I mean, you have that contact at the Blushing Mermaid, Aria, who can take a look at it.
Exactly.
So
that's what I figured. We're just in the road. There's no reason to discuss it yet. We don't have anything to do with it. Because what's her head? Maeve can't identify. She can only detect magic.
Correct.
Yeah, okay.
And I don't think she doesn't even have detect magic memorized
We're
right
not selling
now.
the quiver. We got some other loot that we're selling.
All right. Oh, also, everyone can do a long rest on their character.
I think we did that.
Oh
no, never mind.
I don't know if they did.
I just didn't get. Is the stream out of sync for anyone else? I've tried refreshing.
Is it? Like, I've had problems on.
I just had all these problems.
I've had problems on Twitch all night. I was watching Featherfall tabletop earlier, and it's been really bad.
I think Tucson might be having some internet issues right now because at school we were having some issues, and Thirsties has been having a real bad problem too.
Yeah. So our stream health.
How do you?
Where's our stream health?
Can't remember.
Pro tip: if you're having problems with your stream health, you should get your prostate examined.
Have you tried turning it on and turning it? Wait. Fucked up. Off and then I can't even do that right.
Womp.
I thought there was like.
It used to be down in the corner.
An arrow, I thought.
Yeah, there usually is. I refresh it. See if
What are you looking for?
Normally.
Oh, what about yours or me?
My long rest.
Click on
Yeah,
your person.
click on your name.
Yeah.
Oh, weird. Hers isn't doing it. Yeah, there's no.
Then refresh
Normally
the
there-
page.
Yeah, so I tried to turn it off and back on.
You're double click it and just close the app down. Like this. Do like this, and then close the app.
Oh, I mean, yeah. It's pretty.
You'll force it to reload.
Never used an iPhone before. I don't have a middle button. Mine's a little different. You can just do
It could be us. We apologize. Let us know if it persists. But what I noticed in the other streams was there was a lot of.
You can also just.
It would just
give yourself your
just
headphones
play.
back.
I can, but it's the
It's-
principle.
It's also
of
her
things.
key and all
Then I
that
have to
stuff.
write
I don't know how many times it takes you to get her password in this thing.
I got it on the third time. This time.
Save it in your phone.
I know what it is.
Dude.
No.
So yeah, long rest for everybody. No one has.
What?
Made my character name my wedding.
No one has inspiration. No one turned in homework last week.
Did you give us homework?
It's the same thing. Just do a
Oh.
journal.
Did I not do that?
No one
Technically,
did a
on the
journal.
night you told us about
Oh,
the
I
whole
thought
thing,
I-
I was fucking.
Wasted.
I was wasted.
Yeah.
So.
We were all
I
pretty
thought
drunk.
I did do that.
You did it last week.
No.
Doo-dooed it.
Oh no, I didn't.
I thought that was only last
No,
week.
that's
No,
what I meant.
it was, and all you guys did it for like your entire time. But I was like, no, just do it about what happened
Yeah.
this session.
I originally thought it
Yes.
was just about, like, I thought you said, write about what you think about
I meant
me.
to do it, but
No.
I was going to do it, but instead I started talking to you about this stuff,
Yeah.
like what everybody got, and then we had our own little
So,
side chat
yeah.
too.
We should
About
get
So I'll say this.
inspiration 'cause
I'll
you
say
didn't-
this now. At the end of every session, before the next session, you can write a journal entry about what in character about what your character thinks, and put it in our Discord, and that'll give you inspiration for the next session.
Gotcha.
But so no one's starting with it. Yeah, did you guys buy health potions? I know you had option to, but I don't know if you did.
You wrote down everything we got. I think we did buy
You
one.
get one. You got
No,
one from
potions
the
were
loot.
expensive. We had one and we used it already.
They're
thought
50.
we
Yeah,
got
that's right.
basic one.
They're 50 gold a pop for regular.
Yeah, they were really expensive. No, and we didn't. We got one, but we used it. Yeah, because it was in your
All right,
inventory,
but yeah,
I believe.
I do recommend that going forward is getting health potions.
I don't want to spend money on health potions.
didn't die.
What the hell is Maeve here for?
Hey, she's only got 4 spell slots.
Well, maybe she can heal us all once.
That's 2 more than she had in the beginning, right?
So
Yeah, it's erased too, which means we definitely used it. So.
yeah. I remember you used it on her instead of wasting her last spell slot, which is good because then she impersonated Helenia and got you out of a fight. So you travel down the coast and reach the outer city. It is maybe an hour, a couple hours before sunset, and you know you have to get to that gate before the sun sets because they've been locking up early because of all the crap going on. You don't have to bribe your way past guards again. You're coming in through Norchapel. It's kind of like the furthest up of the outer city, which coincidentally also has little Calamshan, which is closed for the night. It's a walled little community. It's almost a city in a city, much to the same pattern or the same floor plan as Calamshan cities, which are basically Middle Eastern cities. And they have walls inside, sections, and all this stuff. And you can see the domed tops on their little towers.
It's a weird dome.
And the Taj Mahal, domes. At the tops, but as you're passing Little Calamshan and getting into Norchapel district proper, there is a man standing out there, and he's got a carpet out, and there's these little bundles of, it just looks like cheesecloth that are all tied up around him, and he's got a little bag in front of him, like an open pouch, and he's like, "Oh, my friends, you should come over here. You need to make me a history check."
10.
The Oath of Heroes and Paladin, both the new subclasses I really like. The Bard and the Paladin.
Oh, 9.
Alright, so nothing for you. A guy's calling you over. You can ignore him or...
It's probably nothing. Let's go see what he's got. See what he's doing.
You go over there and... It's my delaying noise.
It's your elevator music.
Na, 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 na.
Should be the girl aping.
Na, na.
It's like in the original Earthworm Jim video game for the Sega.
It's like a...
When you go to Heck, it's like half done Night on Bald Mountain and the other half is elevator music. When I was a kid, I just thought it was like annoying music, just dun 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 dun. Now that I got older, it's that Ricky Don't Lose That Number. Ricky Don't Lose That Number.
Oh god.
You don't need to call nobody else. But it's like that's the elevator music version of that, and that's what they use to torture people in hell. He's a fat king.
Man.
Every time.
I didn't come up with anything better this time.
So, he calls you over, he's like, you look weary and worn. Well, I've got just the thing for you. Brownies, made in my mother's Calamshan secret recipe. Just 1 copper piece, a brick.
A brick? How big is a brick?
Just a brownie.
Mm-hmm. Can I tell what type of brownies these are?
They're all closed. He doesn't have one out.
You should eat one.
Perhaps a sample.
Oh, sample. I can't give away the secret for free. These brownies are delicious.
Well, I can't give away a copper for nothing until I see it.
All right. You'll show you. You'll open up a thing.
I can't.
They look like brownies.
I got it real quick.
You want to try to steal from this guy?
No, right in front of him,
Does it have any kind of scent that we could recognize or anything?
Make a perception.
I think you need 7.
What's that say? Not a good number. It says 4.
No, hard no.
My perception's not that good.
I'll give him 2 coppers to eat one himself.
So you give him...
First.
You want him to eat one? He's like, no,
He won't.
He's like, I can,
That's
but...
pretty clever. Here's 2 numbers. You eat it.
Why don't you just take both? what is it, dude? And he's starting to like realize, like, oh, you think these are poison? I'd be so bold to stand out in front of my own house and sell you poison. He's like, pops off a piece, like, if you want less of a brownie, I'm okay with it. And pops it in his mouth.
Sold. I'll take one, but not that one.
Oh, she already bought that one.
Yeah.
Oh, you bought that one?
She spent 2 copper, so 2 copper for
I'll
you,
buy
1
one.
copper.
This sounds like...
No,
You're not buying a brownie?
Maeve buys 3.
Copper. 1.
He's just mad because he doesn't have as much money as the rest of us.
Don't you have as much
And he
money
doesn't
as
know
us?
why.
I
He
wouldn't.
can't even fathom.
I wouldn't know that.
For those that didn't watch last session, actually 2 sessions
sessions
ago,
ago.
Jordarai got drunk, and while they were divvying up the money and selling off
Well,
things,
he natural won his Constitution saving throw against getting drunk, so he was wasted.
he was wasted. He was blackout wasted, doesn't remember anything, and they
So we
distributed
stole,
the treasure.
Yeah, we stole his share. Well, actually, you stole his share, I think.
We gave him like 1 for every like 50 we took.
Pretty much. Erevar
So,
approved.
Geo
that,
Stellar,
buddy.
I don't know if you know about or have looked through the Artificer Class, but the Artificer Class is a wizard that can use tools to make magic. So, whatever, a smith's tools, a tinker's tools, or whatever. One of the tool sets that they allow is cook's utensils. So you can do your magic through food. So you can make healing brownies. You can make...
Are you giving us a hint?
No, it's one of my favorite things. Like, I made a character on D&D Beyond that just does
you
this.
told me
It's
about
so
that.
cool.
Yeah.
But you can do all kinds of food things with all your spells, like blue cheese that's a poison cloud. Like, you throw it out in a bag and like, oh, it's so good.
Make
So
bomb
good.
ass food.
It's one of my favorite character concepts right now is the Artificer Cook. Especially if you do the bag of many hands, which allows you to share bag space. Like, the cook can give you all bags, and all the bags go to one space. So if you put something in it, anyone can grab it out. So they can put the brownies and all the food and things in the bag, and anyone can pull them out and use them.
That's fun. I've actually had kimchi prepared the real way. My buddy's mom is Korean, so she seasons the cabbage, put it in a jar, and then they dug a 2-foot hole in the backyard and buried it for 3.5 months so it could ferment in the ground. And you pull it out and dust off the jar, open it up. Oh, it's so good. Rotten cabbage. Yummy, yummy, yummy.
I don't even like
Fish sauce.
fresh cabbage. I think it's so stinky.
Oh boy.
I love cabbage
stinks,
way more
dude.
than I love lettuce.
Yeah,
Lettuce
I'm the
just has
same way.
no flavor.
I
Well, I mean-
don't mind the taste, but the smell of cabbage for some reason just is so gross.
Well, people don't realize too that the reason we put iceberg lettuce on burgers isn't because it's like nutritious or tasty. It's because it's fucking cheap.
Yeah.
Like a head of it is like
And
20 cents.
it's
so you can
water.
put everything
It's like
on. Yeah.
it has like 1 calorie more than water,
Mhm.
which has 0 calories.
Yeah.
Like, it is nothing. It doesn't taste like anything.
Might as well pour water on your burger.
Right. You need some arugula. You need some butterleaf lettuce. You need some
Chard.
good
Ew.
Don't put chard on there. It's good.
Shard.
bok choy.
Yeah, bok choy. Ooh, bok choy is good. That is really good.
So you guys all have brownies now.
Welcome to our
Score.
cooking show.
Yeah. One of my, like, if
We were talking about this
if I
before, too.
if I ever like just could do this full time, I made a lot of money or whatever, I'd make a cooking show to go along with this, where I try to make the recipes that I talk about in the shows, like when you go to the inns and things like that. It would be a mix of binging with Babish, where I'm making recipes from tabletop games and fantasy, and Townsend and Sons, where he cooks like they cooked in the 18th century.
Yeah.
He only uses utensils and pots and pans and things and ovens that were available back then, and he tries to recreate their food.
John Favreau just made a show. It's the Chef Show
Mm-hmm.
after the movie Chef, where they make all the food from that movie, which is where Taylor got her pork recipe
Yeah.
for our Cubans from the show.
That
Which
pork
was
recipe is
killer.
amazing.
It was pretty killer. But the show is really super interesting because he brings on the famous chefs that helped him make this stuff, and they make it on TV. And he
Oh.
actually, one of the episodes he brought on, Binging with Babish, it's a cool episode. It was really neat.
So, you guys you've paid. Do you want to like walk away and eat them? You want to eat them here? You want to save them for later?
Save them for later.
I'm gonna eat mine right now.
Okay.
Ooh, get it in.
It's the most delicious brownie you've ever had. And you may have never had a brownie before. So it's a low bar, but this thing is delicious.
Your expectations for
No,
brownie
it's
are very low.
If you've ever had chocolate before, and I'm guessing that you two actually have had chocolate before, this is the best chocolate you've ever had. And there's actually like chunks of real chocolate like melted into it.
Anything's a bribe to the right person.
Then there's like a spice in there which is very like tangy, very cinnamony or gingery almost. Like it's an amazing brownie. It's the best brownie you've ever had.
Glad
It's
you
probably the
guys
best
brownie.
dessert you've ever had.
Dessert.
Dessert.
Called those Spicos. It's like a typo.
Carbs. But yeah, it is fucking amazing.
Okay. I feel okay. Everything's looking good over here.
You don't know. I mean, you just ate it. Maeve eats one of hers. You eat yours?
I'm saving that.
You save yours?
Yeah, I'm saving
She wraps up her other two, puts it away. You have yours for later, you have yours for later. You ride along, you go through Norchapel, and head into Stony Eyes, which, for whatever reason, it's Stonyeyes.
We'll start that over.
Stonyeyes. It's Stony Eyes. Whatever reason, when I first read this, and for like days afterwards, I kept wanting to call it Stonyeyes. Stonyeyes.
I see Stonyeyes.
Yes.
Stony Eyes.
Eyes.
What were we doing in Stony Eyes? We just
This is the district before you get to the gate that gets you into the Undercity or the lower city where you live.
Okay,
So this is the last bastion of the outer city before you get to the inner
reminding myself
city.
that everything's a note. Like the last session, I wrote like 2 whole straight pages, and all we did was fight. And I'm like, oh my god, no, it's too much because I'm going to copy this down. Which I left this year, which was completely useless.
You make your way through that. This place kind of smells pretty bad because just to go over kind of what Baldur's Gate is about and talk about the city because it's going to be important coming up now. No animals are allowed in to Baldur's Gate, mostly.
So stay outside, Jordan.
It's so like cramped and compact and on an incline that you can't just have horses and carts and carriages. Like everything is walking in the city because you can't do it. You can't have animals blocking up paths that are only 10 feet wide.
And this is on the way to the steps, right?
This is you're on the way to Eastway, where Fated Sign is. And Eastway, so Stony Eyes is outside the city, and Eastway is the first district in the city.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. I'm trying to get my numbers a little bit too, because
you live here. Actually, that's where the Elf Song Tavern is, where you stay. You're coming through here right now, and this is the outer city. You came in through Little Kalimshan, and you're walking down this way to get into the city. So this in Stony Eyes, one of the things they do is they have stables, they have cart yards, they have all kinds of things to put animals into, or you can buy and rent animals because people leaving don't own animals generally, or they kept their animals out here. So it smells pretty bad of animals manure, all that kind of stuff. There's lots and lots and lots of inns and taverns and bars. There's guides. There's just a ton of things because it's the last place before you get into the city, the last chance for someone outside the city to try to make money off of you.
You're lucky we're not playing with Isarok right now, because everywhere he went, he's like, I'll regale them with tales of our deeds. And so I tried to perform everywhere we went and try to get a couple bucks. Really, we just ended up turning off the locals most of the time. Isarok had tragically low fucking rolls. That guy was a comic disaster.
Oh, poor Isarok.
He fought really well, but everything that was his social role, fail. It was so bad. That's actually why I quit using those dice. They were deemed cursed.
The Isarok guy.
That
Isarok
never
guy.
worked. It still doesn't work as an undead either.
I know. Well, he's got disadvantages in movement checks. I gotta make an undead Isarok. That guy's great.
That little island over there on the map looks like a running Pikachu.
This?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yep. Yeah, it does.
Kind of looks like a goat hanging from its back legs.
Here
A little bit.
Here with the random breaking news.
What?
Nothing. They didn't want us to break character right at that moment.
So I was just like, what? Why are we talking about a random island on the map? Just because.
Shit. So I was trying to find something specific. Ah, there they are. Okay. And as you get up to the gate, there's a pretty tangled horde of people trying to get in before they close at sunset. A lot of gate guides are hanging around. They have lanterns on poles hanging there. They're yelling out at folks. For anyone that needs guides in the city, which most foreigners absolutely should do. You guys, of course, have been there long enough to not need that.
You got me, guys.
But as you head up, work your way through the things, like strings of merchants and things, trying to order up physical labor from the Porters Union to get their goods inside and all that kind of thing. You're just trying to beeline it straight for the gate because you really have nothing on you. You've put your horses back because you had the Cardinal Bond paid for horses when you came into Stony Eyes. You just stabled them back and that was all paid for. Make your way to the gate and you're just trying to get in before the gate shuts. And as you're heading up, there is a very large peacock in front of you. And its feathers are just huge, like its plumage. And there's a man in front of that peacock, and it's got a leash to it. And then he's holding a donkey, like the smallest donkey you've ever seen.
So the biggest peacock I've ever seen, and the smallest
donkey.
I've ever seen.
And he's arguing with the guard. And he's like, we're just going to put him on the scale, and that'll be the end of it. Put him on the scale? That doesn't make any sense. You'd let silver in before gold if that was the rule. I was like, but it has front legs and back legs and haunches. Like the peacock only has two things. But the plumage, you know the rule is we don't count the plumage. And you're heading up into this. Everyone make me histories. The two of you at disadvantage.
Hey, 22 on my fucking history check.
Nice.
What'd you get?
15.
Not bad.
I rolled 2 13s.
18.
Oh, damn. Even like the lowest roll?
Yeah, the next one was 19.
God damn. So
Plus 0.
What'd you roll?
18 and 19.
Oh, really?
So you all have known the law here is the animal law. No animal larger than a peacock can enter the gates. That's some ancient rule that someone made and has been law since, which actually led to some crazy things. Like out here in Stony Eyes, there are peacock breeders that just try to breed the largest peacocks possible so people can get in bigger animals. So if you want to get an animal in, if you want to get a cat or a dog or whatever into the city, you need to have a peacock to compare it to, and it's got to be smaller than a peacock.
With the feathers open?
Nope, like he just said, like the plumage doesn't count. And that's what these guys are arguing about. Is this donkey smaller than this peacock? And the peacock's huge, but the donkey is still, it's a donkey. It's a chonky donkey. So they're arguing, and the guard's like, he just keeps looking over his shoulder, like the gate's about to close. He's been arguing with this guy for a while. And he looks over and he's like, "Oi, you're a priestess. We need an arbitrate over here. Come over here." And he's pointing at Maeve. He goes, "Come over here and settle this dispute. Is this donkey smaller than this peacock?"
Take a look, but don't keep us from the gate.
You tell that to Maeve?
Yeah.
Okay, so she walks up and goes, well, wow. I'm no barrister. I don't have my book in the letters of the laws. It's just not me. And I've never had my hand in husbandry either, so I don't know about animals. But I do know about luck. How about we leave it to fate? And she pulls out a coin. Heads, we let the donkey in. Tails, you go assless this time, talking to the merchant. And the guard's like, right, okay, yeah. She, bing, flicks it up, catches it, puts it over. Perception checks.
Everybody?
Yep.
Some bitch.
Oof. Wow.
Whoa.
Okay.
That's what I get for rolling out of the caddy.
No, she's catching it and putting it on her arm, doing that thing. What'd you get?
7.
15.
What'd you get?
12.
Okay. I'm gonna let you have advantage on this for reasons.
19.
Okay, so she flips it, hits it down, lets it go. It's heads. It's like, looks like Lady Luck's in your favor. You get to have your companion tonight.
Did I see that she was using some sort of trickery to allow that guy to bring his ass in?
You did not see that.
Yeah.
You, in fact, did not see that.
Interesting.
And then she pulls up the silver and she's like, hands it to him to pay for me and his passage into the city. You guys all know that it takes 5 copper to get through any gate in the city. You two, with your letters of foreign agents, can get in for free. So Maeve just paid for herself and the man that she just got the donkey in
Just climb
for.
the wall later. I've greased enough palms, I think.
Are you paying your 5 copper? Or?
Yeah.
It's to keep the riffraff out. You're not riffraff. You can afford it.
Yeah, I don't like it.
It surprises me that the Cardinal Bond wouldn't have something like that.
They're not fully established yet, but they are working on letters of writ to just have a tally of
Right.
every Cardinal Bondsman that comes through so that they can pay it later.
Every time I pay my money, this thing crashes. There we go.
It really depends. Like they're pretty stringent depending on the guard and how you sweet talk it, but they are not about letting animals in there. And again, there's a whole market for large peacocks to try to get animals in, like crazy large peacocks.
I
So-
can't adjust my money. It just crashes the page. It's weird.
You make your way inside, and now you are in Eastway, which the faded sign is located in, if that's where you're going to go. But you could go anywhere you want.
Where did I sell the 50? The previous putrid coins. Do you remember?
You lost most of those because you kept a couple.
We did end up selling off quite a few. That's where the majority of our cash came from.
We lost ours.
Yeah,
They lost theirs.
And then I gave away some, but I
ours.
still ended up having like 8 or 9.
The Flaming Fist took a bunch from you.
The Flaming Fist took 3 that I told him I had left. 3 or 5.
No, you had pocketed. Like you pulled out the bag and you had only pocketed 3 or 5, I believe.
I think it was all around.
Yay.
What?
There's Gray Hair Gaming.
Hello.
Either way.
Oh, hey, Gray Hair
I
Gaming.
did, I did
Nice.
unload some of them. Where do you remember where I unloaded them?
Like
I feel like it was in the
I don't want to say it was in the Mermaid. I don't
when we
think-
were visiting the Goliath, it was one of those characters.
you put one down and he slammed it, and you took it back.
No, but we did.
We met with like 2 people.
Yeah, I ended up because I remember. That's how I know what they're worth. Is because
No.
I did sell them off at some point.
You know what they're worth because Urzire, that tiefling, was asking about them, and you sold one to him for double what you normally was. You made your appraisal at that point, and you sold Urzire 1. Then you lost the rest, except for what you had in a pocket, to the Flaming Fist, and I think you still have those. Like I don't know, I don't remember you getting rid of them. Maybe you got rid of them at that gnome jeweler.
That might have been what it was actually, because they were gross. But somebody.
They are
took them off
gross.
my
It could have been. You had the little gnome jeweler that you went to. His name was Nargi Glimmer.
Not back too far.
So,
There are other-
I mean, if it's so, then you have the cash already. I've told you what it was.
Yeah, I'm almost positive.
I just don't
we
want
did.
you to not have silver on you that you may still have. Oh, and TwitchCon's coming up here real soon for folks. I know that we have 2 gin bottles going. He's going to be representing the Wileyverse when he goes up there. Yeah, if you use an illusion spell, then you can make anything in, as long as there's no wizards or mages.
You're right. I still have 6 of those silver coins.
I don't think you got rid of them. I think you still have 6 of them.
And we also still have that gold locket with the homely woman painted on it.
Did you not sell that to the?
No, because we couldn't figure out who the person was.
So you just kept it?
Yeah.
I know you sold some things to that jeweler. You went to Nargi Glimmer.
Because that we got rid of. This is one of my consolidated. We ended up selling the gold bangle.
Yeah.
We sold the statuette to
Arya.
Arya. I kept one of the. So I sold one of the sets of bone dice.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so we didn't sell a whole lot then. Yeah. That's why I thought that I gave. That's why I'm pretty sure I gave him the coins.
Could be.
Because all I sold was the bangle, and one of the set of bone dice. But we kept the locket, which means that I probably did.
You probably did sell the gold silver then.
Dice, yes.
I mean, we can always go back to the stream and check.
Okay. I'm 90% sure that I did sell that guy those coins.
So
he took them off of me. 'Cause he seemed like somebody that could smelt them or whatever.
You know, do something with them, or you didn't really care about if something bad happened to them.
Yeah.
So what are you guys doing? It's just before sunsets. They're just about to lock up the gate. You are in Eastway, where the faded sign is, the Elfsong Inn, which you're not using as a base of operations anymore.
Well, I want to make our way in.
Well,
And anywhere else you want to go. So.
I was gonna ask how many days until the festival.
So you've spent 7 days. 8, 9, 10, 5.
I want to.
It's either 5 or 4. There'll be 5 left today, so 4 tomorrow.
I want to go find an unsuspecting fool to sell these coins to.
I mean, just to exchange them and to have knowledge, you're going to have to find a merchant that does money changing. Most merchants aren't going to just take them, unless you're really good at the Easter Rock guy, which you are.
Always try.
I mean, you can absolutely try, but you're going to fail. We know you're going to roll a 1 on it. So if you want to just go up to the first merchant that you
Persuasion,
think,
I got pretty good. Yeah, let's give it a shot.
okay.
I mean, it couldn't hurt. I mean,
So-
the worst that happens, he says no.
Oh, sorry, I forgot to explain this. You already see preparations and decorations for the festival coming up. So outside in the outer city, there's strips of torn cloth. Generally, it's just cotton, like white or burlap. They're torn roughly, and they're tied to signposts and hanging signs, vigas, rafters, just everywhere, so that they just kind of tangle in the wind. And then there's also a variety of dried gourds that have leering faces carved into them on doorsteps and porches and such. When you get into the city, and it's people that have a little bit more money for decorations, many of the strips of cloth are still there, but a lot of them are dyed black or red. To go along with the festival's colors, and most of the gourds, unlike the ones outside, which have been scooped out and used for food, and they just use the husk, a lot of these ones have just been carved plain, so they're all over the place. Everyone's going. You even see a lot of people walking around with masks already. They're either hanging around or they're wearing them. Almost every vendor is selling masks, and the masks are in the style of that vendor. So if you walk up to a grocer, the masks have a whole bunch of stems from pears and apples all over it, looking like protrusions, and then husks of corn looking like beards, leering faces, where if you were to go to a metalsmith of some type, they would have a tin mask that's a leering face with just some copper over the teeth and adornments. So almost everyone is selling masks of some sort.
I want to buy a mask.
So while she's doing that, I'm going to try to pawn off this silver.
All right. So give me a insight check.
Not persuasion.
or investigation. You need to find someone with money. You need to find someone that has enough money.
It's
And-
14.
Okay. So you go up to the closest thing to like a jeweler. There's a tinsmith. You think they may have money and they may want silver. So do you clean them off beforehand?
Can I try? Like,
So the first time you say you got them 2 days ago, when you cleaned them the first time and you rode, they just became oily and dirty again.
I thought we had talked about that before.
Right, so they keep doing it, but you could do it right before you go in.
That's the idea, yes. Yeah. To ungrind them. Press?
No one has prestidigitation. There's no wizards, no arcane magic users.
You don't have any magic, do you?
She has no magic.
I have no magic.
You have no magic. He has ranger magic, and then you have a cleric.
Yeah.
So
this is
a departure, vast departure from the last game.
All right, so I'll wipe these things off as best I can.
All right, now you need to make a persuasion.
Hey, look at this silver I got for you. 17.
Okay. He says, he's totally interested in silver, but he can't give you market value for them because he needs to resell it, and people buy silver at market value. So he's like, if you're just trying to get rid of them, I'll give you 1.5 to the. Or actually, he says 1.3 to the coin.
Can I try to talk him up?
Yeah.
Would that be more persuasion? Would that be considered part of my successful persuasion?
That was the initial offer. So now it's a contested roll.
Okay.
So now it's persuasion against his insight.
25.
Oh wow! You talk him up to 1.5.
All right, so we'll sell those off.
All right, so it's 50 at 1 gold, 5 per. So you make 75 gold.
Yes.
And he makes 75 gold.
Well, he gets 75 gold handed to him.
Yes.
What he tells you guys, you're off buying a mask, which go for about 1 gold. Will get you a mask. Anything you want to pay extra than that gets you a really nice mask. So depending on where you want to go for craftsmen, and you don't have to buy them here in this market. This market is, right at the entryway. It's kind of less. You could try to go to the upper city, and they'd probably have really fine masks up there if you're looking for something really cool.
So I'll give everybody their cut of 15 gold.
Is there a reason why I wouldn't be with Eredov? Did he...
Erevar,
sorry.
Eredov, you put them together?
Yes, because no matter what would happen, I'd be like, watch my back while I talk to this guy. I'm a sneaky son of a bitch.
Yeah, make an insight.
Hey.
He has to beat 25.
No, I got you.
So I just wanted to give him the chance. Roll a natural 20, please.
That would be crazy.
Please roll a natural 20.
Damn it.
Yeah.
No. So no, he successfully deflected you away from the talking. So you give everyone 15.
Everyone gets 15 gold.
Oh, inspire. Go for it. Get that 20. Get that 20.
You son of a bitch.
Yeah! Yeah, you caught him. Oh my God! Lord and Savior Ace! You're getting your inspiration back for that. That was amazing.
You
Refund.
son of a bitch.
Holy crap!
All right,
So you know exactly. You were in hearing range. You looked like you were outside. You know exactly how much you got. You got 75, and he comes back out and he goes, "Here's your cut of 15."
20. I've got to make a finder's fee. It gives me 25 to 20.
Now, hold on. You remember there's 4 people here.
Mm-hmm. But just him.
2, 4, 6, 8.
She's
okay.
doing her thing. I'm assuming Maeve went with her because you guys are attached at the hip. So we're coming down, so it's 15, that's 30, that seems 40.
So it would have been
20 and 20.
It's 60, but now he's trying to do 20, 20, 15, 15, which is...
Would be 50.
70.
So we're looking at, I got 75 gold.
Uh-huh.
15, 15, that's 30.
30.
That leaves 45. You can have 20, I have 25 for negotiating the price for us. You get more than everybody else. But I'm still going to make a couple more bucks off you. You cool with that? 23, 22.
Okay.
All right, 23. You get to
God damn. All right. So, Lord of, you can add 15 gold to yours.
It can if you don't play fair.
What?
Dude, fucking natural 20 on the catch of
That
the
was
thief, you
amazing.
son of a
Alright, Lord and
bitch.
Savior Ace, what a random inspiration.
That was so good. That was so good.
That's super
And
irritating.
then to actually roll it.
Super irritating.
Okay. So, you're buying a mask here?
Sure.
1 gold
1 gold.
or more, if depending on how cool of a mask
Just
you
need
want.
a basic mask.
All
That's
right.
all I need.
Geostellar have?
I'm guessing you're going to get one that's natural elements instead of like metal,
Sure.
something.
Does Geostellar have inspiration?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, you do.
You're a follower.
Yeah.
As long as you're a follower, you're good. You don't have to be a sub.
You don't have to be a sub.
Oh,
you
yeah.
just have to be a
that's
follower.
right. Yeah.
You start the stream with it. I get a something.
A Guinness or a Coors.
Well, give me the course. I'll let Mitch have the Guinness.
There's Bud Light.
I'll take anything. I mean, it's
just easier.
it's just shitty beer.
I was gonna try to let her have a Bud Light.
Sorry that I called your beer
Okay.
shitty, Bud Light. If you want to sponsor the stream, we're
Okay.
available.
Oh, it's
No,
all
I
good.
got it. All right. So, what's the plan?
Just trying to
Where are you guys heading? You gonna head to the Faded Sign? You gonna head to
Actually, I'm a little jealous of the mask. I kind of want to get a mask now.
all right, gold?
I mean-
A gold or more,
Yeah.
depending on how good you want.
Well, I don't know. Are there I want fancy masks? Yeah.
Now,
I
if
feel
you want a
like on
fancy
the-
mask, like if you want a really fancy mask, then you're going to go to a different district.
So my
Later
thought
on.
process is like on the day, like obviously some shit's going down. We can move around with more ease on the day of the
I
festival.
agree.
Yeah.
I'm 100% agree with this.
So you know about the festival here. There's a thing that if you are wearing a mask on that day, everything everyone has for food and drink is shared. So if you have a mask on, people will just hand you drinks and hand you food.
Yeah.
And it passes on and passes on and passes on. Like inns and taverns actually hide. They go take their kegs and everything away of their expensive stuff and their bottles, and they hide it because it's customary that if a person with a mask comes in, they don't charge.
So-
Everything is free that day for food. So they just put up a whole bunch of kegs of their like gruel and their cheapest wines and things
So
like
I
that.
don't want to go crazy, but I don't know. Is there like a jeweler around here that's got a nice mask going on? You said I have to go to a different
You can
district.
just
to do
You'd
that.
have to go to a
Asian,
different
yeah,
district.
you can go fancy.
I'll hold off to it for now then, because
Mm-hmm.
I think that's a good idea. I do want a mask for the celebration because I'll be able to move around, or we
And-
can hide around and stuff like that. What type of mask
Maeve
did
buys
she end up
one.
with?
She went to something that's natural, a woodworker,
You're like-
carver.
Ooh.
Like orange and red and yellow leaves.
Actually, you
and
could go to a tanner. You've been to the Renaissance Fair? Have you seen the tanner, the leather masks that they make?
They're creepy.
They're so
I was
cool.
gonna say that
God,
sounds
they're so
creepy.
They're leather, but they're hard,
Yeah.
and then it's like leaves.
I'm
Like it
picturing,
makes it looks like
Silence
leaves
of
and
the
things like that.
Lambs, like,
Nah, not like that. They look like leaves, or they look like fire, or they look like that. They're really cool.
Well, that did
He
not
hasn't
help.
bought a mask yet. He's gonna wait to get a
You can
fancy mask.
You can get all kinds of fun stuff in leather.
Ooh, I do like that one.
Yeah. What did you
Buy
find
it
a
in
good one?
real life.
And I'm not
And I'll
spending
wear it on the
72.
stream.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm not spending $73 on a leather mask for you. Here's
That's your
$100. That'd be one of those things that would show up at the door and Taylor would be like, "What the fuck is this?" I'm like, "Where did Ooh. What does the fox say?
What does that
Okay.
fox?
Nothing. That fox is quiet.
Like-
Check him out.
Says,
Like
I'm
that.
going
Like,
to sleep.
that's leather.
We've learned too much.
I like the fox one a little.
Yeah. So there's some cool stuff. Oh, like that one too. Like
See, that's
I'm bummed
cool.
this year.
I
I
like
have-
that.
We have a field
especially
trip.
for your red, looks like a rose.
Show Geostellar.
Oh.
I'm bummed because I have.
And Lord and Savior Ace.
And Lord
Look at
and Savior
that.
Ace.
Hold
Let's
on.
not forget about Lord and Savior Ace.
Sorry.
Get it in there.
Coming through with that dope inspiration.
So like these are the
Make
kinds of
me
masses for
7
leather.
more gold.
What's up?
That looks like
Oh.
that green one could totally be Jordarized mask.
Yep.
Little dragony.
This one right here, like looks like
Spring dragon.
dragon or leaves.
I was like, I'm definitely getting a mask
Spring
too.
dragon.
So gold,
Spring dragon.
Bandit.
gold or more, depending on how you want it to look.
All right, we'll talk about it later.
You can spend up to 3 gold in this district. If you were to go to another district, you can spend up to 10 and get a really ornate looking mask.
I'm gonna hold off on my mask for now. Plus, you gotta get ornate ones. I can't just put on the Red Pirate Robert mask.
All right,
Oh, that'd
So-
be fun in real life. Just to have
Yeah.
no Red Pirate Robert.
and there's people that do that. Most of the time, they're supposed to cover your face and look odd. Like they're supposed to make you look like a demon. in some way.
Extra 7 gold for that mask.
Ferda.
What?
So next time we
That's what
go,
you were saying.
next time we go to the Renaissance Fair, we all have to buy masks apparently,
Excuse me.
so we can wear them.
In February when it opens.
All right. So where are you guys going? What's the plan?
We've been staying. The Faded Sign is the Cardinal
The
Bond
bards-
Hotel,
the bondsman,
Yeah. So
yeah.
let's go get paid first from Britra because we did clear that Knoll Cave out. Let her know what's going on. Yeah, we have one. It's Mesa, isn't it? Is that where it is?
It's in
Florence.
It's between
Phoenix and
Florence.
Tucson. It's like
I think it's considered Apache Junction.
Apache Junction.
There you
Yeah.
go. Yeah.
But yeah, it's really good here. Like,
I go a lot.
I go a lot. Whatever.
please, someone in the chat know about Don Juan and Miguel. If you guys have been to Renaissance fairs, please tell me you've heard of Don Juan and
I
Miguel.
don't know. I've never had a course.
They just taste like lager beer.
So it might be a dumb idea, which is well, I'll kind of like ask Jordan, right? Like now that we got the fiends, technically they're not dead, right? They just go back to whatever hell they came from.
Yep.
Do you think it would be safe to go back and get a different room at the Elf Song? Or should we keep
I mean, you've already
spending
got
money?
the rooms at the Faded Sign.
Oh, we still have those? We don't have to pay again?
You do still have to pay. You get a discounted rate because you're employees of the Cardinal Bond.
Your room is
But-
paid for it.
But the Elf Song one, that
That's what
room
I
is
mean.
paid for the rest of
That's
the
what I'm
month.
saying. Like, you think it's safe to go back now? Or do you think we should keep paying?
Temporarily, it is. I would say it's safe. They're gonna need to come back through a portal, which can't be that easy for
Also,
the kinds of demons that we.
Except for, so fiends have to be summoned or allowed into a world. There is a way that they can get in for free, but that's actually kind of what you've extrapolated what they're trying to do.
well, we've also,
If they can find a portal, they can come through for free.
we've also sold the bait. Like
Yeah.
those silver coins that they came for
Yeah.
last time, and that's gone now.
So,
So I just suggest that, like...
Yes, a honey mask would be perfect for this.
what's a Hanya mask? It's a
Yeah,
Japanese.
Yeah, that Japanese demon-looking mask.
The Oni-looking mask.
Yeah.
Or is it the mouth one? Is it the one that just goes around the mouth? Okay, it's the Oni mask. Yeah,
exactly.
Hanya. Okay, that's cool. I didn't know what the name of that was.
So at this
I just
point,
know that they're Onis.
have we done what we needed to do for the day? Is that what we're trying to
You're
do?
done. But if there's a chance.
Welcome back, Ranger Paul.
Oh, so the difference
Oh,
is
hey, Ranger
Hey.
Paul.
Oni are male, Hanya are female. There's the difference right there. We just learned something.
That's awesome. I didn't know they had female demons in
Learning
Japanese
something
lore.
new. Oh, there's everything. So they've got the Japanese have the kami, which are the spirit, for
The kami. Yep.
fucking everything.
That's
like,
Legend of the Five Rings.
yeah, so if
Kami
you
are everywhere.
sneeze, that's the sneeze kami did that. When you slip on the stairs and like fall on your ass, that's the slipping on the stairs kami that made you do
Just
that.
slipping on the stairs and
Slipping
falling
on
on
the
your
stairs,
ass.
yeah,
Pretty
Kami.
much, yeah. Like seriously, as specific as that. Like when you fall and get a stain on your knees in the grass, that's the stain on the knees
It's
in grass.
there are river kami, but there's also the kami that is this portion of the river right here.
Also, there's a kami for like drowning in the river.
Yes.
Then there's a kami for like having fun in the river. So you have the river kami, then you have like the fun in the river kami. Everything is spirit driven.
So
I think I am. Yeah,
no, kami. Kami is the spirits and everything.
I think so. Yeah, I don't know about yokai.
Yokai are demons. They're yokai are goblins. They're the generic. Everything that's a monster and a beast is a yokai in Japanese culture. Like the kappa that have the little bowl of water on their heads. That's a yokai. In D&D world, in Legend of the Five Rings, everything that's an orc, a goblin, creature is a
Yeah, so
yokai.
yokai are malevolent and kami are benevolent. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Anyway, sorry, we got in there.
Sidetrack. So, what?
Elements of the landscape, forces of nature,
Let me know where you're going.
qualities. Yeah.
Do you want to go? Because there's a chance that Britra will be at the Fated Sign to pay you.
There's a chance we get some filtered water.
You've already taken all your stuff from the Elf Song. So, I mean, there's a room for you there that's paid. It's just empty. But if you go to the Fated Sign, you at least get paid. there's a chance of getting paid.
I want to go get paid.
We'll just go.
That's.
We'll go
Well, I mean,
to
you
the
guys can do whatever you want, but I'm gonna go get paid.
Well, I think I will suggest we all go together to get paid.
Whatever would you suggest?
Erevar
Last time
get
you
the money.
everyone, well, don't let Erevar get the money, but also last time you let Erevar go off alone and there were 3 of you, you get attacked.
But you can't make me go stay at the Elf Song with you.
You-
I'm not trying to make you. Let's go get the money.
That's what
Alright, so you go to the Fated Sign. You walk in, and it's pretty hopping. There's a fairly good crowd in here.
The Britcher's not at the Fated Sign. She's at the Cardinal Bond.
The office is closed.
Oh.
Yeah, because it's already sunfall. So the only place it's already a sunset. The only place you think, she goes to the Fated Sign sometimes at night. So you're hoping that she'll be there because she continues to conduct business after hours.
Gotcha.
Oh shit, where is our fucking music?
That just reminded me. There's no music on.
Oh, Taylor's gonna be mad because the kids at the school are working on recorders, like recorder music.
Mm-hmm.
They're playing like versions of Hot Cross Buns. So I ordered a recorder the other night.
Both awful.
Is that all?
Coors.
Oh, I can't.
The banquet of
No,
beers.
it's not all. Is it dead?
There it
Okay.
goes.
Try to say.
Wiley,
Guess what?
give me that Bud Light.
Plays food.
Thank you. Sorry.
Coors is
I
not
tried.
good.
Oh god, it was terrible.
Of course.
All the light beers and
That's
all
their-
the regular beers taste the
Coors
same
claim
to
to
me.
fame is they're like Miller Lite and Bud Light are made in the muddy Mississippi,
When-
whereas Coors is made in the crystal clear waters of the Colorado.
So when I went to Canada, this is what everyone drinks. They call it banquet.
A
So
lot of people
just
call it here, too.
had 12 packs. Like we went to the hockey shop, and in the back they just had cases of it,
Yeah, you're
and you
right.
just grab it and drink.
Sparkling grape.
Okay, so
What?
oh.
Did you drink a hair?
No.
All right. So you guys go to the Fated Sign. You walk in. It's pretty lively. It's never all the way full. It's half full. You see some other bondsmen that you recognize. I'm all about the sound effects. Do the hustle. So you walk in, but off in the corner, in the table that she normally occupies and it's kind of reserved for her, there is Foreman Ice Pick, and she looks like she's teleported part of her office here. So there's stacks of papers and books all disheveled around her, and she's sitting there with some counting stones and scribbling stuff down with a little ink pot, working away.
Counting sounds like an abacus.
It was sort of, except for they're just different color stones that you put into piles, and they represent different denominations. It's like an abacus, not on rails.
Gotcha.
It's just the stones marked differently, so you can go, okay, 5, 10, 15, 20, I got this.
Before, right?
Counting stones? I don't think so. Maybe not. I don't remember. I feel like I just made that up in my head. So,
Yeah.
just for an accounting, so you can have a representation, you have to remember
No, it makes sense.
amounts.
That's what I'm teaching the kids right now.
Counting stones?
Not counting stones, but grouping through number plates, whatever.
Because they don't have a calculator which holds a number in it. So she's like, okay, this is 5, this is 10, this is
It's
5, this is
basically-
5.
It's basically how
And you
it's-
can see how much you've done so
for
far.
first and second graders. It's counting large numbers by grouping. So you can count
Oh, I'll
to 10,
totally do it.
shove it into a spot, then you can count to 10, shove that into a piece. So now you end up having these groups. But if each one of those had a representative of a different color, then you could do it like that as well. So red is 10, blue is 20.
Just like
It's
poker chips.
Yeah,
Mhm.
works out really well.
So, yeah, you walk in. Nice, lively. Bertra is there.
All right, so let's actually D&D based on your real life physical abilities. End of the World does that, where you have mental, physical, and
Bathroom time.
skilled. World is almost a breakdown.
Yeah.
we
Into the
just-
World, you literally play
Let's take our break then, since it's,
Yeah, we'll
it's
take a
like
break.
5 till anyway.
So in Into the World, you literally play.
You get a pool of like 20 points to start, and then there's a physical aspect, a mental aspect, and then like a stress aspect. And you say what you think you're better in. Like, I think I'm better at talking, and I'm not that strong. Blah blah blah. Then you let other people vote on it, so it keeps people honest. Like if you're like, yeah, I'm super strong. No, you're not. So you get to vote on that, and then when you're done, you spend like you give people amount of time, like 30 to 40 minutes, to go around the house or the room if the room is designated.
That's what he's skipping over is
Yeah.
you are literally playing yourselves wherever you are at that moment. So if you guys all go to someone's house to play this game, you are literally playing yourselves at that person's house at that very moment, and the world comes to the end.
Yeah.
Like demons invade or aliens invade or zombie apocalypse. So you can only you do your stats, and then you can only grab stuff that you either have on you or is in that house,
Or
and then you
can,
go.
You can separate to, like, you don't want people running around through your house. You can say this room.
Yeah.
You can bring some stuff.
I mean,
yeah.
you don't have to. You don't have to have people
or you
running.
can just
you
say, yeah.
say
just,
what people find.
You
You
get
know
like
what's in your
10 or
house.
15 minutes to be like, I get some knives, I get a backpack, I get my water bottle, that kind of stuff. And all that stuff's kind of hurriedly written down. And then you lay out the scenario, and you're like, oh, this meteor hits, and now the house is on fire, so you have to escape. It's actually really fun. So I played a longer version of it. We played several sessions of it, but I got a Tucson map and like made encounters based in Tucson in different corners and things like that here on the east side. It was kind of fun. And all of them are actually meant to be, plenty of backpacks. And the game itself is actually meant to be played as a one-off. It's supposed to be one 6 to 8 hour session where everybody dies. You just see how long you can do it. And looks like Geosteller's going to bring his Yu-Gi-Oh cards too, or his Yu-Gi-Oh cards.
What's funny is that like anytime we played an End of the World game, they're supposed to be like kind of just one and dones.
Mm-hmm.
We always made them go multiple sessions.
Yeah. Well, we did them as a campaign. I was just using them as a setup for the world. Very easy for me to be a first GM. I liked our second one, the Cthulhu one, where you guys were detectives.
Yeah, I wish we would have.
I know, just didn't get very
on
far.
that one.
That one was good. Although I put more thought into it.
How's it going?
What? What? Okay. Yeah, back. Do you play the trumpet? Were you in band? Mitch was in band, wasn't he? Were you in band? What did you play?
The one I was in band
Clarinet.
except for me. And you.
I did. I was in band. I wasn't in band. I kind of was. So I tried the violin and the trombone in school. Didn't.
I could play a little bit of the trumpet. I could play the saxophone. I could play the flute.
That's pretty dope, actually.
But I was real good at the clarinet.
Trumpet's cool.
I could play the piano.
That's cool.
The Helnia, the leader of the Huffers, the demon-aligned faction that they've been fighting against, she carries like a horn, like one of those like hunting horns. It's just the curl.
French horn.
Yeah, is that what they're called? It just has the one loop, and there's nothing to tap or touch.
No, I mean French horn has belt.
Oh yeah, no, this is that. I don't even know what they're called. Do you know what they're called, GeoSeller?
He's off on his own thing right now.
Yeah. This.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know what that's called.
Nothing on it. It's like this.
Maybe.
Hmm?
Vintage hunting horn.
Yep. She has one of those on her belt. I've seen the ones that they're more squared off, but hers is a roundy one. Screams.
Game of Thrones till the last season.
I still never saw the last season.
Don't.
Because I wanted to rewatch before I got to
No,
it.
you should watch the last
I gotta
season.
watch it.
You know,
Well,
I
Taylor
still think there's
canceled
some
our
cool
HBO.
scenes.
Or just read the books.
Taylor made me mad because we were doing. We have Amazon. She had the HBO channel and like the stars. She got like a free trial with it or whatever, and they kept it on for a bit.
Or Gondor. We watched the Two Towers the other day.
Yeah, Taylor, we just actually watched that not too long ago too. But I give it back to you. But Taylor, one day I turned on the Amazon and I was like, "Where's HBO?" Taylor's like, "Oh, I canceled it." And I was like, "Why?" She goes, "Because we don't ever watch it." I was like, "Oh, I watched it all."
Womp womp.
I was like, "Remember those 3 or 4 hours when I get home and you're asleep?"
So you have entered the Fated Sign. I described what's going on.
Mhm.
It's a pretty lively night, half full. Foreman Ice Pick is there. I like John Oliver too.
I was a Sam fan.
Yeah.
So I would approach Britcha and be like, "Hey, we're back. We've done what we were told." And then I probably this time I would skinny everything to her.
Okay.
Because last time we
Including
withheld a little bit because there might be treasure and stuff. But be like, hey, there was a really big knoll and like they were camped out and they were even impersonating other people in the town.
The
and
two
stuff like
that there was
yeah.
that there were demons saying that they hired you.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So you're going to go over and put in your report, and like she grabs papers and puts it down and starts writing. So he's going over to put his report in. But is anyone else going to, like, you can go with him and add your testimonies to, or are you doing other things?
I'm going with him.
Okay.
I really don't trust this guy. I'm not like...
You should go try to cheat at some cards. I taught you that when we were out at the docks.
Who, me?
Didn't I show you some tricks? Like, weren't we joking around about cheating at cards at one point?
You're cheating at dice.
Dice, that's what it was.
I don't know that you showed me anything.
I'll go with them as well.
Okay. So Maeve walks up and she's like, "Does anyone want any drinks?"
Yes.
Yeah. I like everything's a trick
Yeah, like-
question. The GM suggested it. Should we take
well,
the
what?
drinks?
What do you want? That's kind of what you did when you guys, that you brought it up. When you were playing dice, she went and just ran drinks.
I'll take a wine.
Okay.
Something sour and bright, Maeve.
An ale.
So she heads up. You guys are giving your reports. Perceptions.
That ain't no good. Hey, job.
Later, Geostellar. Thanks for stopping by.
Oh, thanks for
Later.
coming by.
Yeah,
We
class.
missed you.
Mine's way
You-
like that.
We have a whole new campaign going. You should go watch it all. It's all up on YouTube
Go
right
watch
now.
all of it.
Go just watch all of it. Catch up.
It's not that much. We're only on what?
This is
season-
6.
Episode 6?
This is episode 6.
Almost had season
So,
6.
yeah, thank you for coming by. All right. What'd you guys get?
6.
7.
Get out of here.
Jesus, man.
I think it's 7.
Okay, so you guys are giving your testimony.
It's
We
pretty crap.
noticed nothing.
It's
You
pretty
notice
crap.
nothing.
I just want to like push your
Bun?
so it's like halfway.
Or what?
Yeah.
Oh.
There we go. Every time
The
I see
bar.
it, like, shit.
So you guys give your testimony. Maeve comes back, gets you your drinks. When you talk about the halfling and that said she hired you, she confirms. Like, she goes through and grabs some paperwork and is like, "Oh, hold on. I need to get my Russian accent on load."
You are a win against
yes.
Moose and Squirrel.
You've seen Moose and Squirrel? Ah, yes. A halfling named Darga come by. Did you get a name?
No, but it was not Darga for sure. She ended up being a knoll of some. No, not knoll.
No, she was a Quasit.
Quasit.
Yeah, there's this little thing. She describes her, and it's Darga. Yeah.
She was in the closet?
The Quasit was Darga?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. So they literally hired you to go out and set an ambush for you.
Wait, what? The Cardinal Bond hired a Quasit to
Nope.
set an ambush for us?
The demon Quasit hired the Cardinal Bond, specifically you guys, to go out the town and die at the hands of a Fang of Yunogu.
Oh, and we didn't die.
And you didn't die.
Right on.
And you killed the closet and the other thing. So
Closet made it away.
no, they both died. I mean,
Didn't
they
it-
died,
They both
but
Oh,
they
that's
can't
right.
get killed.
That's
Sent
Yeah,
back
you
to-
killed the Dretch and the closet,
Yeah.
but that was entirely an ambush. If you didn't figure out what they were, they would have alerted the Fang that you were there, and there wouldn't have been a surprise. There would have been you getting in there.
Yeah.
But yeah, she was telling the truth. Like, they were still after you for your silver, and like they went and hired the Cardinal Bond. They figured out who you were, hired you specifically to go out there.
Oh, that's why they asked for us.
Yep. Darga and her pig Snookums. The Dretch. I was in the basement. Snookums. So yeah, you confirmed that entire thing was a setup, and you're now telling her this. So you tell her about the closet and the Dretch, demons, the Fang of Yinogu, the Null battle, the whole 9 yards. So she's like, this is very bad, my friends. If someone's trying to get Cardinal Bondsman killed, it can't be good. She takes down some notes. I need to talk to people. I'm going to bench you for now. You'll be on leave pay, though, which is 5 gold a week while we have you benched, because I don't want anyone else going after you.
What about our payment for clearing out the Knoll Cave?
So she takes the bag off of her shoulder, sets it down, reaches up and pulls the keychain that's on a neck, a necklace, a thong around her neck, out of her bosom. And has a whole bunch of keys, and she starts unlocking the padlocks that are on this bag. She unlocks a couple, reaches in, and pulls out denominations of money. Everyone gets their 10 gold payment. For successfully doing that. And she's going to go ahead and pay you your first 5 gold benching fee. So you're not getting jobs, but they're specifically going to pay you because you're not getting
Are we
jobs.
getting 5 gold each?
Yes, 5 gold each.
So you should be getting 15 gold right now.
Right. That's what I was just checking. It's not like it's 5 gold for the group of us, and we have to split the 1 gold 4 ways.
Oh yeah, I forgot we robbed Georgia. I was like, why is there golds?
So,
Fuckers.
anything else you want to add or discuss with
No, that's...
Ice Pick?
I mean, I don't want to say it's a dead end, but that is interesting that they were looking for that gold. So it's good that we got rid of our coins right away. I would maybe, just for the fun of it, tell her that I sold those silver coins to a merchant that maybe somebody wants to go take a look.
Probably good you got rid of it. Which merchant?
Yeah, I'll give them the names. That way we can keep tabs on what's going on, because that might be fun to not fun, but it might be useful to see if they go. Yeah, look
I'd
for.
probably warn them that we're at this point we're technically still 5 days away because we haven't ended this day yet
Correct.
from the Blood Moon Festival. That there's probably very good odds we're gonna see some fiends or even stronger demons during the Blood Moon Festival.
So you say it has something to do with a basin.
See, we weren't telling her that.
You said that last time.
I thought we didn't say.
Oh, did you not say
I
that?
thought that
Okay,
was saying I
then-
omitted the Strongbow, the Oxbow Basin,
Okay, then never
because
mind.
we wanted to go look. Maybe that would be information I could sell.
All right.
Oh wait, no, we told Mizla about it. That's what it was.
Okay.
So we'll have to go back and check.
Yeah, so Foreman Icepick doesn't bring it up then.
Yeah.
I was
So
like,
she goes,
I
all right.
wasn't saying
It's like,
anything
well,
about
that's
Basin.
very
We
bad,
We
like,
literally
you
just
know.
talked about some fiends that we
Yeah.
defeated. I'm
It's like,
just
oh,
saying
and that
that
they're
Do you
after
want-
you for the
Do you
silver.
want to spill your guts and tell
No,
her
no.
about the Oxbow Basin and stuff?
Really, right now, what she knows is you found silver on Knolls, and demons are after that silver, and now demons have hired you specifically to try to lead you into a trap because you had that silver.
Yeah.
So that's what she knows now. Just my bad about that.
No, it's okay.
So she goes you definitely should be benched, be wary. I'm going to alert the Flaming Fist that there's demons in this weird silver. But yeah, stay. Maybe you want to take vacation for this festival. Maybe you don't want to be here if things are after you.
I'm just trying to express concern that there might be
Yeah, she doesn't have all the information
Possible
to
info.
go
Yeah,
on it.
this is-
So.
I gave Arya may have worked for us as mercenaries. I gave her, and I'm assuming Mizla as well, info about Helmia and the fact that they're looking for the Oxmoor
Yeah.
base. And we didn't tell Britcher that. We told people.
Because you actually, I don't even think when you talked to Britcher the first time, you hadn't even gone to the. You didn't. You met the Goliath after that.
And when we came
And-
back, I almost didn't even want to tell her about the money, but she's the one that kind of told me, like, this looks null influence is what Britcher said, but she didn't know anything beyond that.
All right.
Told us to keep it as things. So we would have to head back to the
Blushing Mermaid.
Blushing Mermaid
And you might want to check on that anchor anyway.
I was gonna say.
Though you guys are leaving, you have anything else to say to Icepick?
I mean, I don't think so. You guys have anything you want to talk to her about?
So
Express
Maeve
my concerns.
has been like at a table nearby, and she's just been kind of like listening in. She's not really adding anything. But when you turn to go to the table she's at, she's folding up and putting away a piece of paper.
Who is Maeve?
Maeve.
Then it's definitely not important. I want to cheat somebody at dice while I'm here.
So he's going off to play some gambling. You guys sitting down with Maeve.
I'm gonna be like, well, what have you been doing over here, Maeve?
Oh, I got a letter from the temple.
Is everything alright?
You're Mormon?
She's Time Mormon.
No,
Time Mormon. Time Mormon. No, they're just trying to drum up volunteers for the festival. I mean, they wouldn't even give me a place to stay. I'm not going to volunteer for them. You want some food? I've ordered some food.
What'd you order?
Oh, she talks about what she ordered. So, you're going to cheat a dice. You guys just going to sit with Maeve? You want to talk about anything else? Like, you could go to the Blushing Mermaid tonight. I mean, it's still not that late. But
I'm down for that. I'm just playing games until you guys figure out what you want to do.
That's fine. I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I do when I do. I want to go figure out what's going on with it. So, do I roll for how much money I made stealing that?
you're doing the sleight of hand?
Yeah.
Nice.
Son of a bitch.
Well, what'd you get?
Nine.
All right. Anyone in the chat want to give him anything before he gets caught stealing?
Before I get
Don't
caught
do it.
stealing.
Caught
Don't
cheating?
do
Don't do
it.
it. Please don't do it.
No, do it. Somebody.
Gio already left, so he can't
Gio's
do
left.
it. So it's basically just Ranger Paul. Well, I guess Lord and
The
Savior Ace
road,
did get his
yeah.
inspiration back for.
All right. So yeah, you you win nothing before people are like,
I make a hasty getaway.
you didn't roll a crit fail, so they're not calling you out and stringing you up. They're just like,
Yeah.
we're not going to play anymore with you.
Yeah, that's
Type
fine.
of thing.
I'll back away. Off to better tables.
So back to the table. You guys got your food. It's she got a stew and a bread bowl. There's also a tray of sandwiches with various meats cut out in them. Most of them dried meats with different condiments like mustards and mustard seeds and tomato pastes and things like that added to them.
Sounds good.
Well, let's make a quick meal and head over to the mermaid.
Just gonna head to the Blushing Mermaid.
Head to the mermaid.
Okay, so you guys eat. Any conversation before you leave? While you're eating.
So the mermaid is where Arya is?
Yeah, Arya and Mizla.
Okay.
You can generally find Arya there, but Mizla's almost always there, and Mizla knows Arya.
I guess
This knows me really
this
well.
is better time than any to suggest, like, by the night's end, I wouldn't mind at least us two going and staying at our room provided at the Elf Song.
Song?
But obviously, given the last time, we would do it in shifts, and then
Yeah.
we both only need like 4-hour meditation, so like,
And that way you wouldn't have to spend any money if all of you want to stay at the Elf Song instead of...
I don't like the old song.
You want to split the party again?
You know, I love it.
Anyway, that's later on the
Yeah,
night.
we'll get to that in a minute.
All right. So you guys are heading to the Elf Song.
Oh,
Blushing Mermaid.
No, sorry, yeah, Blushing Mermaid.
So, sorry.
Alright, so as I've described, the streets are crowded. The thing that happened is, like, this city just built up upon itself. It was just a port, it was just some farms, then they built houses and manors and all this stuff and walls. So, like, you have, like, what was a one-story building, and they built it, and they're like, wow, we need more space, so let's just build another building on top of that. Just put another floor on top of that, and another floor on top of that, and another floor on top of that. So there's supports and buttresses all over the place. The path is winding, especially because you're on a rocky kind of downslope into the port. So, you know, going from neighborhoods, there's stairs everywhere. There's buildings on top of buildings which have supports, which have ladders and stairways outside of their building because they are not connected inside. They're completely different floors, different buildings, different owners. So, like, there's stairways outside. There's pathways, drawbridges, or not drawbridges, but bridges and stone walkways connecting over the streets and over alleyways and everywhere. This is just a jumbled mass of city.
This is the steps.
Everywhere. This is everywhere.
Oh, okay.
The upper city is a little bit different, so this is pretty much everywhere in the lower city. So, just to...
Let's make these brownies, too. I keep thinking of them.
You do have brownies.
Brownie in my pocket.
we still don't know how she's feeling after him. Besides,
Oh, they're delicious and nothing happened.
Damn it.
At least they were cheap.
I mean, I paid 2 for mine just so I could make sure they weren't poisoned, so you're welcome.
You got 2 and a 1 and 3/4.
rest of
it.
Yeah, you just bought a piece of it.
Wait, I bought more than 1 brownie.
You bought 2 brownies,
Two brownies.
2 copper.
You got
But
one and one
he
was missing
took a piece
And-
to
but then
show
you. Also
you.
ate one.
Yeah.
So you only have one.
Oh, so you only have 1 left.
Brownie math.
Brownie.
well, either you have 3/4 of one or you have one. I don't know which one you ate.
I have 1.
So you ate the one that
Dividing
took a chunk out
brownies.
of. Huh?
It's a 5th grade worksheet. Dividing brownies.
Is it really?
Mm-hmm.
I've actually feel like
Lessons for
Cotton
extended
cookies.
fractions, grade 5, math solutions publications. Students continue with the investigation, dividing brownies into 4ths and 8ths.
wow.
So that's hard stuff.
If you make your vendor eat 1/4 of your brownie, how much brownie do you have left?
3/4.
Fractions are scary. Anything you
If
can do
one
to
brownie
make it-
leaves the station at 9 o'clock,
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That looks like the town of Thief. I don't know if you ever played that game.
Yeah, it's all over the place, just
You like that?
all
game?
up on itself. Thief was great.
Mhm. I played about 3/4 of it. Yeah, I never finished.
Did
it.
you play the original or did you play the new
the
one?
original?
I played the original.
I haven't played
The
that.
new one seemed pretty good too, but I didn't play it. Anyway, so there's just clusters of stuff, and you know, this is a little bit too modern, but you know, real high rise things looming over the streets, pathways, and everything. There are lamplighters, so there's lanterns spaced out, but it's night, so the fog is rolled in, so you're just seeing the lights of the lamps, and they're not consistent, so a lot of them get put out at night by certain people that want to keep things dark and all that stuff. You do see the green lanterns in the depths of the mists. Green lanterns are put outside of places that are open, so taverns and bars and things like that, gambling dens. They'll always, if they're still open at night, they'll hang up a green lantern outside, so you'll see those strewn about. Folks are coming and going. Everyone at this point of night is armed or has an escort. You do see some of the gate guides running around, lamp bearers. They hold poles with lamps on them, and they'll guide people through the streets and things like that. And they're taking and escorting people through, or they're alone running back to some place. And you head to the Blushing Mermaid, which is in... Heapside, which is the next district over. So you're not going towards the water, you're going...
Towards the heap.
You're going towards the heap. You're going towards the upper city, actually, but it's right next door to Eastway. So Eastway's here. The next district over is Heapside there, and Brampton that way. And you're just going to Heapside. So you head into Heapside. People everywhere, things like that. You're walking along. There's folks here, there, up in walkways, on sides of buildings, on rooftops. Like, people just hang out, drink, gamble everywhere. And that's why there's really no role that can prepare you for the ambush that happens when you're about 2 blocks away from the Blushing Mermaid, when several arrows fly down, crossbow bolts and arrows fly down at you.
Dope.
Yes.
Don't you have catch arrow yet?
She does.
Black missile.
Which is why I have to, like, designate the arrow going at her differently. Even though you're surprised, you're supposed to, like, be aware and all that stuff, you're always on edge walking through Baldur's Gate, because it's that dangerous of a city. Oh, wow, that's real quick. Change the music.
Uh-oh.
Sweet.
Okay. Does a 14 hit you, Mitch?
If my armor class is 14, does that mean that?
Yes.
Yeah, yeah.
So you're getting hit, 7 misses you, you're getting hit, but you can do your catch. So you can use your reaction. Once I roll damage, hold on. You take 4 damage as it just, as a crossbow bolt grazes your shoulder.
That's more than the graze.
It's like the minimum damage this thing can do.
No.
Oh no, sorry. You take 2.
2. Oh, okay.
That was the minimum damage you could do. Roll your missile catch.
Nice.
So I do.
So
I roll my 20.
you're taking 9. What you roll is a D10 plus 7, and you subtract that from the damage.
Is the right one?
Yep.
Mm-hmm. The 0 is 10. So if the damage, if you roll higher than 7 and the damage is 0, you catch the arrow.
Mm-hmm.
Which is
Was
a
that
10?
10?
So, yeah.
And plus 7 is 17.
Yeah.
So yeah, you just. So now that you've caught it, in the same action, you can throw it at someone within 30 feet of you.
Throw it at Mitch.
Bam!
Okay, so do I see anybody?
Make a perception. Well, there's a bunch of people around you,
Right.
but
yeah,
you're trying to figure out who's an enemy and who's not.
She did not
I see
perceive
nothing.
shit.
So do you just want to throw it at someone and hope it's an enemy, or do you just want to not do that? Because like you could just be hitting a bystander.
You might just be throwing an arrow
Some
at some
dude.
random person.
I was just trying to sell my trinkets.
We don't want to. We've had our
Give me the inspiration to throw it at Mitch.
It's tempting. It's really tempting.
No.
I'll hold it.
Okay, so you just grab it. Initiatives.
Initiatives.
fucking 27.
Now with your goddamn charisma added in, it's crazy.
Oh shit! With my charisma. Oh, that's why
It's plus 7. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
insane.
Way to roll a natural 20 when you don't need it, bud.
Oh my god. Oh my god. I need to figure out. how to
I'm
make
always gonna go first. Like,
Yeah,
it's
that's just
crazy.
what
Yeah.
that's just what you do now.
I'm the fastest fucker in the world. Play Skyrim fighting music.
I haven't played Skyrim, but as I say, the only good
You've
song.
never played Skyrim?
No.
It's so good.
I say the only good song is the trailer
Dude,
song.
so I have to say, Skyrim, I did something. It was the craziest. I don't even know how I did it to begin with. So I wanted to play a mage to start with. So
I always try going off that.
So I played my magic. Well, I played my magic user. But you can join all the guilds, do whatever. I joined the Adventurers Guild and I joined the Mages Guild and I had a good time playing it. My second time through, I played like I don't know, like a paladin or something. I played like a character with some magic and some tools, whatever. Finally, my third playthrough, I'd already played this game all the way from like beginning to end twice. And my third playthrough, I was like, you know what? I think I'm gonna go like sneaky archer because that was kind of fun to play in Skyrim, and Elder Scrolls kind of really have fun doing that. I played it.
Erevar.
I went to. I went to.
What's your? Just give me the number.
27.
Okay.
I went to.
Lord of.
15.
I went to the town where the
Sure.
Thieves Guild is, and I realized I had never done any of the Thieves Guild stuff.
I rolled 12.
Shit.
So the end of that?
Well, I was just saying, I somehow, in my first 2 entire playthroughs, I had saved the entirety of the Thieves Guild. I had never joined a Thieves Guild, which in Elder Scrolls, normally you can just join all the guilds and just play it forever. So when I played my third playthrough as a thief, I had never played any of them. Yeah, the Thieves Guild is like the most fun, too.
What's the armor called? Shadow...
It's all kinds of stuff. You get the...
Nightingale.
Nightingale armor.
That's it. Nightingale
There's all
armor.
kinds of stuff, but like that one goes on kind of indefinitely, too. You can keep thieving, you can keep pickpocketing. Well, I didn't do that with any of my other characters, so when I played my thief, it was like a brand new game. The whole game was different. It was so much goddamn fun. I don't know how I had the willpower to never touch that in 2 whole playthroughs.
Erevar. Perception to assess the battlefield.
Let's do... Perception is 14.
14. All right. There seems to be 4 people up on walkways, roofs, things like that, with various ranged weapons. Roofs?
Can I climb up to those?
Roofs?
Can I climb up to the roofs?
Just the way you said it.
Roofs? What did I say?
You're fine.
I thought you said roofs.
Said you're good.
Ooh,
What did I
It
say?
sounds like you said roofs, like hooves.
Hooves?
It's so,
Roofs?
so hooves, too.
I know. That's why it's just the way you pronounce it, like roofs.
Roofs.
Take this inspiration.
I don't think it has
I'm
it.
just kidding.
You have
Oh,
negative
actually-
1 inspiration.
Because I haven't been paying attention. Both of you get inspiration for you trying to pull one over in the group and you catching him and you still pulling one over in the group. So you inspiration to start.
Hey.
Can I climb up to where they are?
Hold on. I'm not done.
Oh, okay, sorry.
There is movement on the ground, but most of the people are like, oh shit, something's happening, and it's starting to run away. You can't get a feel for anyone on ground floor that's going, but you know that they're not just going to be ranged. You
Okay.
feel that there's someone down here that's also going to be fighting you, but you just can't pick it out in the mist, in the fog, the chaos of the people running.
I don't want to hold my action. I want to start climbing. I can make my way
All right.
up.
So your movement is what? Just 30 at the moment?
Yeah, 30.
Nothing.
I mean, I have acrobatic bonus, but
Yeah.
not.
Are you going to use like athletics or acrobatics to try to skip things, or you want
It's
to?
athletics is climbing. Yes, I've got athletics as a skill. So.
So if you want to try to parkour up, I'll let you get to one of the people now.
All right. Do I have to roll it?
You do have to roll.
Okay. 18.
That does it easily. So you like run up some stairs and jump over to the bridge that's kind of like just in front of you. That's crossing where there's one of the crossbowmen sitting there. And you jump right next to him. You've used all of your movement. I'm not going to let you... the athletics is your jump check and all that stuff. So you just jump right next to him and you can attack.
I'm going to fucking duel this guy right
Yeah,
now.
he's got no one else around him, so...
All right, all I have to do is success, and then it's considered a sneak attack,
Yep.
right? Yes. Going to be so much more fun with this character. 15 hit?
Yes.
Yeah, all right. So now... 6. So I get a D8 and 2D6 for my damage now, plus 3. Excellent. Motherfucker!
No way.
Did you roll all ones?
Yeah.
Amazing. That's amazing. Please tell me you did not kill this guy.
So,
Give me the number.
6 would be the total damage.
Holy crap, man. Holy crap, that's amazing.
That's a new one for me, even.
What are the freaking chances?
That's beautiful. I climbed that shit deftly. I got right up next to that guy with no effort, and then I pulled this out and like stabbed him in the foot.
That's amazing. So you run up the side, jump over onto the bridge ahead of you. It's a guy. He's in, robes and he's in a cowl and cloak. He's got his crossbow, just leathers and old boots that are worn. This guy looks just like a thug, basically. And you come up and I just get him right in the shoulder with your adamantium rapier, and he's like, "Oh!" Calls out.
So I guess can I use my free action to kind of yell out positions of these bowmen?
Yeah. As you're running up there, you're like, "One on the roof, one here, one there, one there."
So now you guys know where
because you're
the arrows are coming from. Because I'm so dashing.
Does that mean we have a idea of how many there are?
You have an idea of where the ranged guys, the archers are.
That's...
Would it be foggy as high as the top levels? Would they be
It's
clear
you can
shot?
see them, but it's still a little bit misty. What? What? Speak up if you want to be heard.
I was just smiling on his face, so I'm sure that's what you wanted to hear.
Yeah.
Secrets don't make friends.
Exactly. Friends don't lie.
I love Dayton's face. There you go. I told you didn't want to hear it, but you...
Inspiration.
For who?
You.
Oh, for your face.
For telling the truth.
For what? For not making fun of me? How's that
For
work?
once, right?
Do you want me to take it away?
No.
You're gonna have to make fun of him now.
It's just like, wait, what?
Yeah, you gotta get one good... It's like 3
Okay.
jabs, one...
So that was 27 on... Wow. You guys suck. All right.
Oh.
I cannot believe I just triple one to my first dual damage.
I can.
All right.
Oh wait, I had 2 weapons. Can't I fight with my? Can I stab him with the other weapon?
No, because you also had to make an athletics check for movement in the same turn, so you couldn't have gotten both attacks off. What is your other weapon?
I have 2 rapiers.
You can't use 2 medium or regular sized weapons. Either they have to be 2 small weapons, or one has to be smaller than the other.
So I can dagger him then.
Correct. You can have a dagger in your offhand, but you still can't do it this turn because you moved. You had to make an action during moving.
Not wielding that anymore then.
All right. So someone rushes, is running towards you through the fog down the street, and then just leaps over top of you, impossibly high. Like, you could probably make one of these jumps, but it's obviously assisted in some way, magically or otherwise. And the person lands right next to you, Erevar. And you are now facing Helnia,
No.
the real one. Shing! She has
Maeve!
2 curved... Oh, hey, Maeve! She has 2 curved long swords, and one of them is going into you.
Damn.
She can't use her 2 attacks because she had to do something else as well. Oh, she natural 20'd you.
No way.
Yep.
Oh my god.
Ouch, bud.
That's a bad start to this fight.
I'm sure I'm fine.
Bad start.
I'm fine.
Good thing we bought all those health pots.
Try the brownie. I was gonna say.
Ouch! I'm gonna
No. It's like pause, go into my inventory screen, pull up brownies, eat the ball.
Did you ever see that Skyrim video that guy made where like
All the cheese?
no, it's like
this is a good one.
it's like live action.
Oh, yeah,
fighting,
yeah.
And then as soon as
Stop.
he kills that guy, it about halfway down, it stops, and then like his inventory shows up, and the guy's like that, and then the guy falls down naked because he like took his clothes, and then next scene he's attacking somebody else, and he pulls back away, and like his weapon changes 3 times, and then it goes back to regular, and he continues striking. And at the very last second, he walks by and like takes the wings off a butterfly because there's something else you can do. Like while butterflies are mid-flight, you can collect them, and you just take the wings off of it.
You take. Did you not do your rest?
Yeah, I'm full health. Yeah. I just don't have a lot of hit points.
Mine keeps saying you have 16 out of 18.
He's got hit in the shoulder.
I got hit by a bolt earlier.
Yeah.
Ah, you did. Okay. Well, you take
16.
17.
Oh.
No way!
Drops you.
Wow. That's unfortunate.
R.I.P.
Now it's death save time.
Mm-hmm.
Super
All right.
unfortunate. I was about to jump up there with you. Fuck that.
That's telling you.
I run.
Right.
We're not to you yet. Now it's all the other enemies before you guys go.
Erevar, no, I know, man.
On 17.
My rogues died an astonishing amount of times.
Jesus, dude. What just
I
happened?
get killed a lot.
You guys walked into an ambush. I mean,
Well, also, if she did a natural 20, it might be a different
Barf.
story.
yeah.
Put on back the elf song.
Okay. 4 bolts are coming down.
Trying to talk about them.
What the-
No, actually, not 4 bolts aren't coming down. 3 bolts are coming down.
No, I wanted
wanted to get money.
I didn't want money. I had lines out about the oxbow. Alright.
You're the only one getting hit again. You want to spend your reaction to catch it?
At least one, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You should do that for every single arrow that comes at her?
She has to spend a reaction when she only get 1 a turn.
Okay,
So-
I thought.
Yep.
Is that it?
So, D10. Let me roll the damage.
This is also a D10.
I don't think. Okay.
I guess that makes sense, huh?
But yeah, just roll it. I think you can't
5 plus 7.
not
Yeah.
do it. He only got like 3 damage on you, so you catch it and you negate all the damage, so you can throw it at someone. You can throw it at.
instantly chuck it at Helena.
Okay.
You throwing it at Helena?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
So roll it. Look up.
Is that a bad idea?
Yeah.
It is a
panicking.
monk weapon, so you can look up any of your you look up your unarmed strike.
Okay.
That's the bonus you're getting.
Okay.
So just roll a d20
Oh,
and
plus 6 to throw an arrow?
yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Erevar, no.
She's using her inspiration. Good call. Look at that.
24.
That hits. Absolutely hits. So it is. So this is weird. It says it's a monk weapon, considered a monk weapon when you throw it, but it doesn't talk about if it's using your monk weapon damage or if it's using its damage. So we're gonna make a ruling right now.
If it's monk weapon damage, then I think it should be monk
Well, no,
weapon
it's
damage.
considered a monk weapon, so she has proficiency in it.
Oh,
So-
it doesn't talk about damage.
It doesn't talk about damage.
I mean, it's
so,
an arrow. I mean, it would just be like throwing an arrow as hard as you could. I mean, it
Yeah.
would be like shooting an arrow, excuse me.
So
I'm
throwing
saying.
it back.
Yeah.
So are we good with just doing the same damage of whatever it is back at the person?
That seems fair.
Right.
Yeah.
So it's a D8
I
plus.
think that would make the most sense.
Yeah, it's a
honestly.
D8 plus your dex bonus.
It's not
So
like she's magically
Plus
changing it
4, I
into
believe.
something like.
It would be whatever your
whatever your unarmed strike is.
Mhm.
Yeah.
That bonus is already attached.
Whatever that plus on your
Oh,
unarmed
I see
strike.
what
Plus
you're
4.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Plus 4.
12.
Fuck yeah, max damage.
Damn.
You guys thought it was a bad idea.
Okay, let me. Just,
Oh,
Holy
you guys.
shit. You're scary.
I was never. I didn't say it was bad.
wow.
I said it was bad to throw it at Helena.
I think that's.
But I'm also unconscious, so you can't really
I think
hear
that's
me.
the best.
I was gonna also, yeah.
Dude, Erevar has been completely useless in every single fight we've done. Even the first one, we got in the boat, and we were like, well, against the first set of gnolls, I did okay. But then we got in the boat, as soon as we saw that dude, everyone's like, we all have arrows, and you guys just killed him, and I fucking missed.
He's just like the derpiest group leader.
Ugh.
Tries to cheat, fails. Tries to gyp the group out of money, fails.
Could be worse. It could be Kamir.
Could be. You could be K-mirroring all over us.
All right. So,
Keep your all over you.
yeah, you grab that, throw it back at her, and it sticks her right in the gut as she's like lording it over his fallen form. He's like, "Claw!" and like looks down at you, yells something in a language you don't understand. Actually, you understand. It's in Abyssal.
Hell yeah.
Do you speak Abyssal?
Yeah.
Sure do.
What the fuck kind of language is that to speak?
I speak
Because he speaks
Abyssal
and Infernal. Because his specified enemy is fiends. So,
I don't know all about demons and devils.
she yells out, "Kill the bitch."
Ooh. Saucy broad.
That was the 4 of them. 2 people on the ground come up. So 2 of the folks that were around you are actually also huffers, and they're running up to you. They've got just wicked-looking maces and axes. So they're both going up to you now because they got their orders. So both of them run up to you. I'm assuming that Maeve and you were next to her because that's just how you guys roll.
Mm-hmm.
So normally these guys would get bonuses ganging up, but because you're close to allies, they're not going to get that bonus. A 10 doesn't hit you, I think. A natural 1. So he comes up and swings.
Natural 20 for me, natural 1 for you.
He comes up and swings down, and then like swings back up, and you just hear him go like, "Oh!" and he lets go, and
Throws
then,
his shoulder.
like he something happens with his shoulder, and his arm just lets go of the mace. So like the mace like flies at you sideways and just dunk and like bounces off you and rolls over your shoulder. And he's like, "Ow!" All right, next guy.
Now he's unarmed.
He's unarmed. 14? 17. Okay.
Dang, what is your armor class?
16.
She has her dex wisdom.
What's your armor class?
That's no armor class.
No, that's cool.
You,
Well, mine's all dexterity. Mine's 14.
Yeah.
I'm wearing just class, basically.
8.
Dayton, what is
8
your
damage.
armor class?
15.
15.
Maves
Dang.
shit.
That's crazy. I'm not used to being like the weird middle ground character.
Is there anything else in there?
There's one more Guinness, I believe, and then the freeze will be 19.
We'll have to refill it next time.
And there's one more Coors in there too.
Is there a course?
On the top shelf.
Nope.
No?
Nope, everything's gone.
Good note.
Good away.
Does someone else drink a Coors?
I drank that course.
Am I just missing one? Oh, it's way
Yeah.
back there.
Alright, so does someone want to get us?
I'm good. You guys can have them.
Do you want to?
Hold on, good.
Pause
Drink
for
again.
drink distribution.
I mean, I don't want to, like, you bought the Guinnesses and you really like them, and I'm okay with shitty
So
beers,
now
so
well, are you empty now?
Mm-hmm.
How many beers have you had?
why don't you take it?
Good.
You still spare.
You want half of it?
We're fine.
Okay.
Alright, so 8 to you. What are you looking like right now?
16.
So that was the 2 thugs that came up and tried to attack you. Now, finally, Maeve gets to go. Oh no, sorry, hold on. Yeah, no, Jordoi went first, then Maeve. Maeve gets to go. God, you guys rolled some.
Oh,
Whoa, hold
What
on.
is it? Go
Erevar went first.
Arrow.
You got an 11.
Man, hold on. I'm looking at the wrong
We're
thing.
down here.
Yep. Alright, so there, and then Lord of. You're next. I was looking at the wrong.
Didn't I just go?
No, your reaction was to throw that.
Oh,
Now you get to
right.
attack. So, as a bonus action, I think, you can whip out those new arms of yours.
Ooh.
I feel like it's a little unfortunate that she goes before me, but that's fine.
Arms of the actual self, 2 key points, and a bonus action will allow you to pull out your new arms.
What new arms?
My arms of the astral self extra attack.
Like,
Do you want to do that?
she Goro from Mortal Kombat now? Does she have 4 arms?
Yes. No.
Yeah.
All right. So spend 2 key points. A fan of flame comes out across her shoulders, and when it fans out, it then extends up onto long, willowy tendrils of flame, and then they grip into fists and come down by her side. So she has her regular 2 fists, and then she has these really long, flaming arms also coming out from her shoulders.
Like choke. Machamp.
Machamp,
Pokemon.
Kali,
Machamp is the big one.
yeah, Goro,
Because Machamp's
Kali,
the-
anything like
Goro, I know. Like,
yeah.
like much.
You know Kali, the
I just
Indian goddess of
Damn it.
war.
Oh, yes,
You
yes.
know, multiple arms.
I really just
Yep,
like
you
wait
got
for
him,
it.
and unfortunately that's your bonus action, so you're not going to be able to make 2 attacks this turn, but you can make 1 attack with your new fists. Which one you hitting, the unarmed one or the armed one?
Hit the unarmed one with your extra arms.
E.
What's up, Thor Odin's on TV?
Hello.
Son!
I'm currently unconscious, so I can't use
Yeah.
my inspiration. at the
Oh,
moment.
actually, I don't know if you can get advantage on death saves, but I'll allow it. So
I'll look that up while we,
look it
while
up.
we play. Yeah.
I'll allow it if it's okay for them.
Inspiration, right, on death saves.
Just look up death saves, like D&D Beyond. Search death save, and it'll come up with the rulings for it.
I'll do the armed one.
Hitting the armed one. Roll it. Spend your.
What'd you roll?
I already spent it.
What'd you roll?
What'd you get?
9.
9 total with all the bonuses. You rolled like a 3 or something.
Wait, what do I... Oh, because with these I can do... Wait,
It's all of your bonuses.
that's exactly what I rolled as a 3.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So, like, what is your unarmed bonus? Like,
It's plus 6.
Or any of yours.
Oh, well,
Like,
my unarmed
any.
is plus 6, and then, yeah, they're both
your
plus
arms
6.
are plus 6. Okay, so you rolled a 3,
All
you
it
got a 9.
says is critical failures and successes. Doesn't say anything about
Yeah, I think-
inspiration. So why
I'll,
not,
I'll
right?
allow it.
All right.
So she just missed the thug attacking her. If anyone wants to give
Lord and
inspiration,
Savior, gray-haired.
Yeah.
Or
Or if
only
you want to
gets her-
save your,
Please,
your
please.
inspiration for the dying arrow bar.
Don't let us die before the
now
Blood Moon
the,
Festival.
Thor Odinson said he's going to give you inspiration.
Alright.
We're asking the other folks
Okay.
if they want to give Lord of.
We've turned
Because
Lord
there's
and
a thing-
Savior Ace got his back earlier.
Yeah, there's a thing about you know, living, but you still have to beat these
No,
people.
no, you're right.
Huh.
And you got multiple death save rolls, so...
I have pretty bad luck with my death saving because we'll see.
All right. So no one's coming through, so you swing and miss on
I
that
got
one.
4 arms and I missed the motherfucker.
No, roll again.
Nope, you're spending your inspiration. All right. Roll again.
Sweet.
Aw.
I'd marry you again right now if I could.
I mean, I could always just marry
Yes,
you.
natural 20.
God.
Oh, Jesus. Okay, so look at the damage on your arms.
Oh,
go, that's-
Don't ask right now. It's okay. Don't worry about that.
That's...
The damage.
Oh, no, it's okay.
A D4 plus hope.
D4 plus 4, so you automatically are doing 8, and then roll another D4 and add it to it.
11.
Nice. That's some good damage.
Yeah,
Okay,
you
so
your arm comes around, you know, smashes him in the jaw, comes across. You're, oh! A tooth comes out, flies across. All right, that was on 15. Then Jordarai. Jordarai? Well, okay, so he's peeing in the corner. Then Maeve.
He literally got up right at his turn.
Right. I'll start thinking about what Maeve's going to do. I think I know what she has to do, but
See, the only thing that sucks about like the arms at this moment in time, I know that it'll change if we survive this. But I mean, it's literally the same damage as my unarmed strike, minus the fact that I don't have to use a bonus action for those,
Oh, or
and
key.
I only spend 1 key.
but
I do
they have a 10-foot reach.
Right.
They do
As
radiant
opposed to a 5.
as opposed to a 5. They do radiant damage.
Or
You don't do the.
No,
you
that
don't do
doesn't-
necrotic.
Okay.
It's you have to determine that when you start,
Right.
and you're not an
Okay.
evil monk. So they do radiant damage, which means things that have resistances, like the demons, wouldn't have that. And you get that extra attack if you can spend the bonus. You just have them out now, which is great.
So I don't have to. I can use them for the rest of the fight.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, they're out now
So I could
for
use
the rest of the fight.
them the next round, say,
To attack
and then do
to-
flurry of blows if I want.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah, you can attack and then do a flurry of blows with them and get 2 more attacks with them, or you could just spend the bonus action and get the 1 extra attack. You can attack things at 10 feet. The other bonus is that you can get your wisdom instead of your dex, but your wisdom is lower than your dex, so you wouldn't want to do that
Right, which is what we talked about.
until you get that up. Jordarai,
Alright, how many of these range people are there?
4.
Alright.
Unless you count me, then there's 5.
Did she take care of the...
No. Both of them are still on her.
She's fine.
It's cool.
Honestly, if you're gonna shoot, you should probably shoot Helnia, because she already took, 12 damage from that first arrow thrown into her stomach. It might be okay to keep pressing the fight on her, because maybe the guys will disperse once their leader's destroyed. Or whatever you have.
I mean, I hear what you're saying from an unconscious body over there, but,
Again, tactics can be talked meta
I know,
because
I'm just kidding.
you guys are not.
I just got wiped out in one shot right now.
I'm just trying
That
to
was a
think,
crit, though.
just trying
Yeah,
to say,
no, I
like-
get it.
in the situation, like, would I just ignore 2 people pretty much in our faces that are, like, attacking her and just be like, yeah, whatever.
She has flaming arms and is,
I would.
got missed by one
And
who
one of
dropped
them's-
his
yeah,
mace.
so one of them's disarmed completely, so all he can do is
So-
slap her.
I have-
All that
Maeve
said, you
and-
tell me what you want to do.
Well, that's Hunter's Mark.
What you want to do? So your hunter's mark, so you can't do your force damage. Can't do your force damage this turn,
That's fine.
which that gives you extra damage anyway.
For Hunter's marking Helmia.
Okay, hunter's mark Helnia. Turn around, shoot up at her. What game is
Looks like a-
gray-haired playing?
PUBG.
Yeah,
Oh, PUBG. You still
yeah.
playing PUBG? Did he
Said
get the
pug.
chicken dinner?
Did I say pug?
I said.
Oh.
Winner.
It's
Chicken
just funny
dinner.
because we were talking about that last night with my brother. And I'd never heard of it until.
PUBG.
Yeah, and then
You heard of
course
Fortnite?
Yeah.
It was the
We
thing
were-
before
yeah.
Fortnite
Yeah, we
became
just
the
had
battle
this
royale.
conversation, huh?
What I heard my name.
Oh hey, we were asking for your inspiration. But have you won the chicken dinner?
What does that mean?
When you, it's a battle royale, 100 people on the same map. If you're the last surviving person, then it's winner chicken dinner for you.
17.
Yeah, that hits. Let me
Who did you end up
check-
attacking?
just let me
Oh,
check
yeah.
something
You did
real
that,
quick.
yeah.
Hunter's Marker too.
Nice. I don't know what that means, but good for you.
Means
Extra damage.
I know,
Yeah.
I'm just joking. I've
But
been
good
here
for
I've
him.
been here for all the other sessions.
Alright, so that's 10.
Nobody yet.
15.
No one yet. Okay.
15 damage.
Helnia buckles over and collapses on top of Erevar.
Ha! Sorry.
Excellent. I'm getting
Now-
play even in death.
Next turn, with your bonus action, you can either move it or use your force thing.
You get crushed.
All right. Well, it's actually a trade-off. Erevar is down. Loradov is wounded, but their leader has just been dropped, and one of their group is wounded, and then one of the group is unarmed. So, but there's still 6 of them
Yeah.
to the now 3 of
There's
you.
2 of the Huffers, is that what they're called?
They're all huffers, but there's
even,
there's
even the ranged ones?
even the range. So there's 2 thugs and 4 bandits. If you want to get technical
Yeah.
on what the monsters are. So thugs are the ones in melee. The bandits are the ones with the range. All right. So that was Jordarai. Now it's Maeve. Maeve is staying where she are, next to you. She doesn't want to move.
12.
Crit?
You did 11.
11.
Yeah.
Yes. Did you do 12?
No,
I have
you're
written
right.
down
You're right. It was 8 plus 3, right?
Okay. Did you? Yeah, she crit. Yep. All right. Maeve is going to. So you're wounded, right?
Yeah.
But no one else is.
No.
I mean,
I'm straight chilling. Erevar's taking a nap or something. Who
yeah.
gives a shit about him?
dirt nap.
He's busy. He's distracting me.
I'm gonna take some money off him if he stays unconscious before this ends.
No, she's gonna. She's going to shadow stitch you with a bonus action.
Shadow Stitch? What the fuck does that mean?
It's healing word, but for what she does.
Gotcha.
So you got gutted with a longsword, right? So all of a sudden, like along that wound, it literally looks like shadow stitches go across it and try to seal it up. Because she's a weird spellcaster.
Weird.
Her stuff is not normal. You get 5 health back, and you are now conscious. And there is a Helenia on top of you. That was a bonus action, so with her regular action... so I am going to be using the Matt Mercer rules. So I'm going to even go further than what we did with you. You can always cast 2 spells if one's a bonus, one's a regular action.
Doesn't have to be a cantrip. Versus
Correct, as long as one of the spells is below 3rd level.
Okay.
Is Helena unconscious?
Yes.
Is she dead?
No.
Okay.
Joker.
She is going to guiding bolt the one that is unarmed. So she like throws out her hand, and this kind of like swirly, it just looks like a shard or a dagger even like tumbles end over end and hits, or is going to hopefully hit this guy.
Like
Yep.
blank.
Absolutely hits him for 4d6 damage. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. That was a shitty roll.
Still, even at level 2, you get 4d6 damage.
Rob
level 3.
rarely use that spell.
We're
by the
level
way.
3.
You're level 3, yeah. So, when he gets hit, all the shadows, all the mist part from him. Just leave his side. And now he is in stark contrast to his surroundings. So, all
It's her advantage.
attacks... the next attack roll made against him has advantage. Because he's just no cover, no darkness, no nothing. You can just see him clearly. That was 7. So we are going back to the top of the order,
7.
which is 27. You are on the ground. Helnia is on top of you.
Unconscious.
I just want to remind you
Creepy.
that you get more money
I know.
if she's alive.
That's why I asked if she was dead or not.
Yeah.
Can I use my cunning action to bind her?
Sure.
So I'll bind her, and the other archer is still within me.
He's like right above you.
So I'm still
So,
stabby.
Yeah, you just drop your weapon, cutting action to use item, which you whip out some handy rope or shackles that you just have,
That's got it.
and get her, and you want to just grab your sword and try to stab him. Are you going to stand up? Or are you just attacking from the ground?
Would I still get my duel if I just...
If you do, okay, so if you duel him, you are from the ground. If you attack him from the ground, you are going to get your dueling because no one's around him. It's even a surprise attack.
It's a surprise, yeah.
But you're on the ground, so you have disadvantage to attack because you're trying to like. If you get up though, it's going to require an action to also still be able to attack.
Can I use my inspiration to take away the disadvantage?
Yes.
All right, let's do that then.
Actually, you don't have to spend anything because Thorodinson already gave you inspiration on whatever the next thing you were doing.
Natural 20.
Yeah.
I don't think this thing can survive this. So your sneak attack is 3.
It's 2d6.
2d6?
Plus 1d8 plus 3. So it would be
6,
12, 23 would be the max damage.
Yeah, 23 is already done. Then you roll all the dice again.
Oh, jeez.
So 2d6 and a d8. So it's dead.
He's done.
He's dead.
I killed him.
Like,
Haha.
yeah.
Haha, I say. I don't say it though, because that would give me away.
You already hit him, right? Yep. Alright, so... Yep. So you went...
I was a little glum there for a second.
And he just like... and he pitches off of the bridge down onto the cobblestones below and hits with a very sickening thud.
I'll make a bomb whistle on the way down.
That was 27. Jesus
Now they
Christ,
get to
you're-
go.
Yep, they get to go. So Helena's down and bound. The 3 bandits are now all turning to Erevar and shooting him.
They're all shooting at Arrow.
Yeah.
That's unfortunate.
Fortunately, he has a Helnya on top of him.
Still?
Here from the bathroom. Hey, yo.
Because he didn't get up. He just attacked. So
But he bound. Okay,
he bound her. Like, so he just grabbed and bound her and then grabbed his sword and... I've got to ask him a question. So I'm going to just do the thugs on you. One thug, the one with the axe, is still attacking you. 14 doesn't hit you. 16? Okay. So hits you with 5. The other thug... The other thug is disengaging, or he's actually like moving around you while still guarding and going over and picking up his mace. So he's wasted his entire turn just retrieving his weapon. Okay. And he's holding it in his offhand now because his shoulder is kind of hurt.
He didn't stretch before combat.
Yep. All right, Erevar.
Can I use the rest of my movement to roll over on top of her so we don't lose the money?
All right, you can. That's actually what I was going to ask you. You're getting hit. You're getting hit twice. So you can take those hits for her, or I can roll 50-50 chances if it hits her or you.
No, they would have. I mean, if anything, Hush, they would have advantage because I'm prone.
No, you. Damn it! Thanks for reminding me. People attacking a prone target have disadvantage at range, advantage in melee.
Oh, that's right.
So one still hits you. So one arrow's coming in. I can roll a 50-50 to see whether it hits you or Helnya. Or you can take the hit.
Erevar's going to protect the money.
Okay.
Erevar's going to protect the money. I'm not dead yet.
4.
Oh.
Is that what? 4 damage?
Yep.
You gotta get for
What do you have? Oh my god, you have 1 hit point left?
I'm not dead yet!
Oh my god. You're like, oh, the money's gonna be worth it.
Do your worst, I said, not your half worst.
That's 200 gold if you bring her back to
No,
Sternbreaker.
I'm trying to make some money here.
Oh my god.
All right, man, that's awesome. Thanks for bringing that up.
Yeah.
I completely forgot, but yeah, you because going prone is a tactic against range.
That's right.
Like,
Yeah. I didn't know that. I'd forgotten about that.
all right, so that was that was 17 with the bandits. I did the attacks against you. So the next person to go is
Holy monkey.
So
Yeah.
you can roll the attacks one at a time in case you take someone out. So roll one against which one? The one with the axe or the one with the mace in his offhand?
The one with the axe.
Very nice.
22.
You are rolling
that
some
hits.
strong
Yep.
attacks tonight.
So roll your damage.
No, D4, just the D4 plus 4, right?
Yep.
Alright, 8.
Okay. He is still up. Attacking him again.
Yeah.
With your second flaming fist. You're not flaming
On a
fist.
stick. 8.
8. Anyone want to give advantage to Lord of to hit her to land her second attack. Anyone?
Gray-haired Lord and Savior. It's up to you.
Bam.
Fire.
Got it.
Thank you.
Thanks for coming out.
This is pretty fun. When you guys see when I'm pointing right here, you guys can't tell. Our conversation screen is over here, so I'm reading what you guys are saying over here onto our left. So anytime I go, yeah, and I point, that's you guys. Lucid Abstract.
Oh, look!
We did get started a little bit late.
Yeah, it was like 5 minutes late. 8 minutes late.
It was
pretty late.
6, yeah.
It was, he got screwed at work, and
We all
it was
work.
just a rough night.
Everyone's sitting at the table here.
Everyone but
With the
me.
exception of the DM.
Honorary.
We all work in the same place, so sometimes we do get stuck. If there's just nothing we can do.
You hit, right?
Yeah. I'm at 17.
Yeah.
5.
Okay. He's still up, but he's looking bad.
We're doing okay-ish.
So they got back to town after a sounding victory over a Fang of Yinogu and a trapped lair and everything. Like, they really planned it out and took out this lair, and they're kind of riding high. But when they got back to town, they were near immediately ambushed by a nemesis group that they've already messed with once. And the ambush was pretty airtight until critical started being rolled and horribleness started happening. There was a critical off the bat onto Erevar. There was a critical against their leader. It's been a up and down battle.
One-hit wonders. It's
Yeah.
like, bam, dead, bam, dead. Like, ugh.
These thugs are taking their licks though. These two on Lord of.
Yeah, they really are standing up. I mean, she took down that Fang of Yinogu in like 2 turns, and these thugs are giving her a run tonight.
You guys did like 60 damage to that thing.
She did
in
60 damage to
like
that
2
thing.
turns because you shot arrows at it
Yeah.
for a turn.
Mm-hmm. But she was
So
on
yeah,
top of
it's this. They've walked through a couple of their combats before because they've come at a position of advantage where they could plan, and they basically made all of the threat negligible because of how they set up, and it was brilliant, great planning on their parts, and I love that kind of role play. This was a ambush, and I'm really enjoying how the stress, the ups and downs of it right now. All right, so Lord of does her 2 attacks. Both of the no, they already went. Lord of next is Jordarai. So who you shooting? Or
Then
attack.
The next, just
Next bandit.
closest bandit, yeah. So move my hunter's mark to him,
You're
Excellent.
and a natural 20.
Oh
Fuck
geez.
yeah.
Yep. I don't think you can survive it.
Yes.
Yeah.
What's your max damage?
Max damage, I believe, is
That's a D8 plus 3. Right?
D8 plus 4
4.
plus the D6 I
D6,
get
so-
from the hunter's mark.
8,
It would be 18.
14.
It would be a D8 plus 4 is
18.
12,
Yep.
plus 6 is 18, yeah.
They can't survive that. So, you just next guy is on a roof, like kind of right over top of you. It's an overhang roof, so the bottom floor is back with supports, and this roof kind of comes over the walkway, and he's just like shooting straight down onto you guys. And your arrow, you took down Helnia, and then you turn and go, just throw one up, and you see it just transfix his throat, and he just pitches backwards onto the roof.
Gross.
Hey,
Hey, Fishin! How's it going?
Coming in some of the...
And just
We're making a comeback on our
Don't
combat
call it a
right
comeback. I've been here for years.
now. I know.
All right. Eat.
It's infectious.
That was 11, so Maeve. Oh,
That yeet DM.
you had advantage on that guy that you attacked. So roll 2 more dice. You hit twice. I just want you to roll 2 more dice because you may have gotten a critical. Or actually, roll 1 more die.
Okay.
Not
So
20.
okay, but it's not a natural.
No,
20.
right,
Okay.
right.
So you hit him twice, but because of her guiding bolt, your first attack on him would have gotten
Right.
advantage. I just want to make sure you didn't get a critical.
Dude, seriously? I put in the fish face like this thing,
Okay.
and it's showing up like as fish chin almost, like fish.
Fish chip.
Wow, that's kind of crazy. Oh, made it through exams.
Why are you taking exams in the
Wait,
September?
where are you,
Yeah,
fish
where
in?
are you?
Efficient.
You're
He just started, like, Mitch just started school.
Yeah, I'm in my. This will be my 5th week.
What if it was a year-round school,
So-
depending on where you started?
It's true, but I'm just saying. Yeah, that's cool, but
Yeah, we just want to know.
like
We just
this is
wanna
my
know.
5th week, so midterms are in 3.
Okay.
So
Oh,
weird.
sorry. I need to roll something
Oh,
real
I'm a
quick.
third of the way through this.
Ooh.
God, I'm almost a fucking teacher.
Teach, man.
I'm starting to get your thing like, what am I gonna do? What am I gonna do? No, I have to get a real job.
Mm.
It's going really well.
It's gonna be
for
so
me.
weird not working in a
Yeah,
restaurant.
okay.
Uh-huh. You know. I made a roll that you don't know what it did, but I forgot to do it. So it's Maeve.
This is gonna be my first non-restaurant job in 17 years. So I'm working at this club.
You're gonna do great, pal.
Let's see.
Oh, she did. And she did Shadow Stitch. She's gonna take a crossbow, and she thinks everything's okay. She doesn't want to waste slots, so she's going to shoot one of the archers.
Gotcha.
She's gonna.
Add her
She
money.
does not have inspiration, so she misses unless someone wants to give Maeve inspiration.
That'd be up to Fission, Lucid, or.
Actually, no. Sorry, never mind. She does hit
Okay.
barely. I'm rolling the wrong dice for her. That's my problem. 3.
mean, better be using that Maeve dice.
Right, they're awesome dice. She hits one. You hear a grunt as it goes into his thigh. Go! That was Maeve on 7. Back at the top, Erevar at 27.
Am I close enough that I can dash to another?
You still have to get up.
So I get up.
So, I think it just uses movement. I don't think it takes an action. So I believe
can
you
use
use.
my cunning action to dash towards another.
Absolutely, you can. So you're trying to get towards another archer.
I want to get close enough to another archer to duel him.
Okay. You have to make an athletics check because you have to jump somewhere.
All right.
So you've spent a little bit of movement to get up. I think it's half your movement or something like that. And then you're going to use your dash and your bonus action to make your athletics.
22.
Yeah, you jump up and get to the next bandit. So make your duel. You don't get the bonus attack for unarmed because you don't have a bonus action. Or sorry, dual weaponing because you don't have a bonus
Yeah,
action.
that seems to be the case. Ooh, inspiration for that one.
Here you go.
Thank God. 22 again.
Germany.
Yeah, he goes to a private university there. He says.
Nice.
I'm gonna go to a regular university in
Oh.
Arizona. 22.
Yeah, that hits.
Yeah.
Yeet.
Oh yeah.
Get with it.
Yeet.
You don't have to do it, Mitch. Don't
can-
fall prey.
You can yeet too.
Fuck yeah. That's 18.
He dies. So you go. Now it's them.
That's all of the archers, right?
That's
there's
no.
one
There's one
more.
left. He's wounded. Maeve just shot him.
Oh.
In the thigh.
I should not let
But
you shoot.
There's one archer and there's
there's
both
one archer and
thugs.
both thugs.
But the thugs are
Unfortunate for
fucked
it.
up though, right? You guys have been beating the hell out of the thugs.
One of them hasn't been.
Oh my god. Oh my
He's
god.
been hit, but he's not like full dead.
One.
Okay.
Wait,
The
which
one
one got
that's
hit
doing
by
the best is
Maeve?
unarmed though,
Which
right?
one? An archer.
He went back and picked it up.
Okay, so the one.
Oh, the
But
yes.
yes,
One
yeah.
of them got hit,
the,
and then she hit him again.
the thug that picked up the mace, has he been touched at all?
He has
Yes.
been touched once.
Okay.
Oh, I've been spelling Fishen's name. It's Fish.
Fishin. Fish.
Fischchen.
Fish Chan.
Fish Chen.
Okay. So that was Erevar there, sticking around, which is odd for thugs and bandits. That's an amazing degree of loyalty. So we've got 4 attacks onto Lord of still, as both thugs are still attacking you.
Or do they attack twice?
They each attack twice.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
Oh, sorry, I have to roll them differently because one thug is using his offhand, so he has disadvantage in all of his rolls. So the first guy with the hand axe, wow.
Wow.
Yep, that's
It's
a
one of
miss
those.
and a, like, he swings his axe and you're just blocking and putting up your arm, and his axe goes through your flame arm, and the haft of it just burns, and the head just goes off into a corner.
Natural.
Yep, the natural one, and missed the other attack. So the other dude,
Disadvantage.
miss and miss. So he's trying to swing with his off arm. They both try to run. So they're going to use your movement to run. They're not disengaging. So
Attack of opportunity.
attack of opportunity from you.
Okay.
Unfortunately, you and Maeve are right now equipped with ranged weapons, so you're not going to be able to get an attack of opportunity unless you want to try to swat them with the bow.
Do it.
Why not?
Get back here.
Hey, I mean, don't roll a 1. Don't break your bow. All right, so
Shit.
Lord up first. Let's.
There's still some
attack
inspiration
opportunity.
floating around out there.
23.
God, you've got some
Yeah, that hit.
strong attacks.
Which one were you attacking?
The
The same one you've been, the hand axe that just burned?
Yeah.
These are
Okay,
just the
go.
attacks of opportunity, right?
Yeah, these are the attacks already.
6.
Okay.
Does this even count
dude's
as like
still
if I
up.
hit it?
What?
I just wondering, like, even if I hit it with the
But
bow, like,
It's a D4 plus your strength.
you get one more?
No, just one.
D4 plus strength.
For that. So,
This isn't even.
which one are you attacking to? Which one are you attacking?
Who, me?
Yes. There's the
Jesus.
one with the burned axe that she just hit, and he's like stumbling, and then there's the other one that hasn't, like, he's been hit once, and he's turning on.
Smack the one that she hit.
Okay.
Hopefully. Okay.
What'd you get?
Don't roll a 1. I mean, I got a 15. I don't know what plus. Is.
You're not proficient in attacking with a improvised weapon,
Does a 15 hit?
but you get your strength added into it.
That's
so,
a 0.
Yep. So 15 does hit. So D4 plus your strength,
Cool.
which is a 0.
4.
You drop him.
Yeah.
He turns to run, and you just take your bow, and go crack down on top of his head. He goes, whoa, and just pitches forward and slams onto the cobblestones, like
You bowed it
breaks
over.
some teeth out, some slobber comes out. The other guy just starts running down the road. The last bandit in range sees that everyone else ran, and he just like
I dare him to
starts running
stay.
across rooftops and runs away.
One
Can I
shot.
shoot him with an arrow?
You don't get an attack of opportunity, but I will allow. So you're the only one in a position to see him.
Yeah.
So you can move and get up and get one last shot at him.
Can I get one last stab at him?
No,
Oh
you
my-
can. You have to shoot something.
No, because I won't do enough damage even if I get max.
I don't know. Those guys are pretty weak. The bandits are pretty
I'll
weak,
give it a try.
but you have disadvantage. It's worth a shot.
Yeah, why not?
Are you guys?
2 20s.
Still 15?
Yeah. That is.
Yeah.
Wow, that was a disadvantage.
Mm-hmm.
What's your bow?
D6 plus 3. 8.
You hit him, and you hear him. Oh no, he's already wounded. Yep, you kill him.
Yes.
He
Fuck
falls.
yeah.
He's like running, and he's like jumping over a building, and you just hear.
Redemption. I
Like,
took out 3 of those
sit.
bowmen.
So
Ugh.
one guy's running away.
We
He
gotta catch
is
him.
not fast enough to get away from you. You are way faster than
If
him.
there's anybody left to tell, he's
So
gonna tell on us.
you can
So I'm gonna yell,
chase
"Catch
him down. Oh, I need one more thing. Okay.
I'm gonna yell catch him from the rooftops.
So you're going to get one shot. You can get a shot at a disadvantage, but you can chase him and attack him every turn because you can catch up to him.
Okay.
So
That's
do you want to
fucked up.
keep doing that?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's pretty bad. Like, she is so fast.
Get him. I'm gonna eat him.
Oh, there she is.
Hey, I mean, I don't know that. But
Okay.
should I roll my shot?
Yeah, roll your shot first.
Shoot your shot.
This guy's just running.
That's unfortunate, but that's still
what is that? 15?
Yep, that hits.
Let's get a hit.
Nice. These guys get like we were doing terrible when they were face to face. They tried to get away. We're like,
can I move
over
my
and over.
hunter's mark to him too? Or?
As a bonus action, yeah.
Okay.
You just killed the last person you
I sure
hit,
did.
right?
So that's 9 plus 2, 11.
These guys are tougher though.
So you run up. Your movement gets you to him. He's running 30. You're running 40. So you just get up to him, and you can do both your attacks on
oh,
him.
that's right. You have 40.
Yeah.
That's fucked up.
She's so fast.
Yeah, right.
And he didn't get to dash or anything like that, so you can, like, you're within range to get him so easy.
Doofus didn't have his mace in the first place either, so.
Jesus, you
19.
keep rolling so
Okay.
high.
Roll for your second attack. Yeah.
Not so well. 9.
That's alright.
9. Okay, well, roll the damage of the first one.
8.
Perfect.
He's stumbling, falling. He's going to risk it, because if he disengages with his action and moves, you're just going to catch him again. So he's just running away from you. He's going to try to run and dash for his movement. So you get an attack of opportunity
Okay.
as he's running away from you.
This is it right here. Do you have inspiration?
Does anyone have inspiration? Anyone?
Anybody?
Anyone? The last bandit? Last thug?
Lucid and.
Lucid has it. Fishchin
Fishchin.
has it. Actually, did Gray Hair use
You
his?
didn't, not
You
yet.
did not.
Gray
No,
Hair
'cause
did
Thor
not.
gave us so.
Does anyone want to use
Gray Hair,
inspiration?
Fishchin, Lucid Abstract. We need an inspiration from somebody. There it is.
Yes.
Bam. Yeet.
Eat. Thank you.
Yeet.
Why do you hate the eat so much? Fuck yeah.
'Cause it's not a real word.
20.
Everything's a
24.
real word.
So inspiration, I know all words are made up.
Oh, so inspiration in D&D, characters have a meta currency called inspiration. You either have it or you don't, so you can't stack it. But inspiration, when you spend it, will allow you to have advantage on a roll. In our stream, we give all followers, all subs, everyone that donates, all that kind of stuff. If you're a sub or a follower, you start with inspiration. If you donate during the stream and all that, you get inspiration, and you can get inspiration for helping out and talking to us as well. But if you have inspiration, you can give it to any of the players for any of their roles, or to me for any of my minion roles.
Yeah, Lord and Savior Ace likes to give the DM inspiration against us quite a bit.
He gave me inspiration to figure out that Erevar was cheating us out of gold.
I rolled a nat.
I rolled a nat 20.
He likes to
Oh
start
yeah,
the fucking
you can't not kill him. So, yep, he tries to run, and just that flaming fist comes out and takes him out, scorches his back, and he hits the ground hard. The street goes quiet. You hear a couple yells, a couple yips out into the thing. You hear some people running on cobblestones, probably just trying to get away from an attack, because oh my god, the guild or the crime people or the gangs are attacking the streets again. But right now everyone is down. Helnia is making her death saves, so
How do I keep her from dying?
you can try a healing check,
Triage?
or you can tell Maeve to heal her.
Okay, can she decide how much? I don't want her to heal like she's
Would a
I'm
healing
great, I'm
check
nice
be
and strong.
medicine?
Medicine, yes.
Do I have
Just
medicine?
make
Is
sure.
that even a real thing?
That is a thing that no one ever takes,
I mean, I
because
could
you normally have a
try
prayer.
it. I'm hurt pretty bad.
You can try it. Know this: if you critical fail, you make her worse. Just throwing that out there.
Well, we'll call on Mavis after I try.
Okay. Go for it.
Oh God.
Woo! 15.
You stabilize her.
All
Hey,
right.
thanks for the bits.
Whoa! 100 bits,
Lord
Lord Savior
Savior.
Ace. You got inspiration back.
He's the man.
Nice.
Thank you so much. Thank you. All right. God, I love the bits animations. They're really cool looking.
It's just nice to have a couple bucks. Thanks, thanks, Lord and Savior Ace. We're doing this for you.
I just got a new light ring with the donations.
Just look real close and they'll be able to see it in the reflection of your glasses.
No, you'd have to get pretty damn close.
No, you can see
You
it.
can see it, yeah. There you go.
Might be able to turn the camera a little bit. We could kind of twist everything so you can see,
notice
but
that.
I'm afraid to
No.
do that. Yeah.
No. Yeah, you take it out, you stabilize Helnia. What's the plan?
Gag her at the same time. If the guard are probably.
I told you not to get creepy, dude.
What?
The guard, I told you, like, the guard are totally thinned out. Like, the Flaming Fist
Oh, you can't see it. Okay.
probably aren't coming for a while. You have, it's Baldur's Gate. It's really bad response time to begin with. Right now, in the current atmosphere, it's going to be half an hour at least
Oh,
before
I
someone.
Where is it
I
going?
want to rob some of these bandits that are.
He's at the
around.
Blushing Mermaid, where you're heading.
Like, he's
There's-
like at the place
There's
we're
2
going.
bandits that are still up on the rooftops that I'd like to search for goodies.
I mean, you can absolutely loot everyone.
Let's loot
Can
everybody.
I get
Okay.
my arrows back?
Um,
I'm at a natural
lost
21,
one,
dude.
I lost them.
I took out Helnia. I shot the guy running in the street.
Arrows.
so how many shots did you fire?
I only shot 3, apparently.
I feel like you shot more. You shot Helnia. You shot. You
Natural
killed
20
like
to
3
one
of the
guy.
bandits, didn't
See,
you?
He tried to say he took out 3 of the
I
bandits.
killed
now.
one bandit from underneath Maeve, then I dashed up on another one and stabbed it, and then he shot one, and then I finished him off.
Well. Okay. Maeve shot 1. Yeah. All right.
Or
So if
somebody
you only
shot
shot 3, you get all 3 of them back. Okay. So.
Plus, Erevar's going to say he killed all of them.
All told, if you let me know if you want to pick up crossbows and longbows and arrows, because like there's one guy that's gone.
Then if we
You're
take
not
our-
getting that
If we're
guy.
taking our time, we might as well pick this stuff up.
So you could pick up.
The guy that he shot that fell over.
Yeah, he's on a street, 2 streets over. You're not getting him. So you're getting 2 crossbows, a longbow. Sorry, 2 light crossbows. A short bow. 3 scimitars. A mace. An axe. 2 heavy crossbows.
Jesus.
Like 2, 4, 6, 8, 100 bolts about, and 10 or 20 arrows.
I'm glad they take those arrows.
Are you out of any arrows right now?
I mean, he'll take them for more.
Well, I need arrows.
If you need them, yeah.
I need 3, but how many do
We'll
you need?
divvy
figure
up
that
later. Did I say 3 scimitars?
3 scimitars.
Okay.
2 light crossbows, 1 longbow, 1 short bow, 3 scimitars, 1 mace, 1 axe, 2 heavy crossbows, 100 bolts, and 20 arrows so far.
All right, now the fun stuff. You get 30 gold coin or 30 coins worth of gold across all of them, and another 50 of that putrid silver that Helnia had in a bag. Helnia's 2 longswords. One of them looks silvered, and the other one looks really high quality, possibly even magical. She has a ring on her finger. She has some notes and books in a sling bag, which you can just grab. And one of the thugs, the one that had the mace, has this really cool looking cloak. It might be shark skin. It's gray and very it's kind of leathery, but it's smooth. So it looks better than everyone else's.
Okay.
All right.
Holy cow. Alright, so...
Looting is fun.
I know. So I would say that what we probably want to do is kind of do the same thing we did with the kedge anchor with her. throw something on her and carry her.
Just grab a tarp off something, or
so it looks like a sack of shit and not a sack of shit that we're bringing back.
Yep.
And drag her back to
easily
the-
and done. And like, there's so much stuff just hanging out outside. You can totally do that.
So we should drag her back to the mermaid because we're about to double up our cash right now.
It also silver also works against fiends. Most fiends cannot resist
Are gifts
silver.
considered fiends or no? No. Okay. Fiends are extra planar. Is that what that is?
Yes, I could go into the mortals extra planner, and he can explain it to you. It's probably something for in game, and
Okay.
if you are now becoming more interested in what these things are and what the difference is between like you or an orc and a goblin, and what a fiend is and what a angel is and things like that, bring it up at a bar side
One of our talks.
conversation,
Okay,
and
cool.
I'll explain. Like, you'll explain, but I'll explain. Yeah, that's a good haul, and you head to the Blushing Mermaid.
Sweet.
I'm assuming with
Yeah.
Helnia over your shoulder,
This is perfect timing.
and perfect
It's like
timing.
right on the dot.
Yeah, you head in, and the Blushing Mermaid is kicking as always. You can go in through the back door, Katie. Where
in the front over here.
easy. Let's see. I don't know if I talked about him last time.
Stormbreaker.
No.
Stormbreaker.
Nope. Where are you? Squint,
Mm-hmm.
the ugly halfling. If you go in through the back and knock on the door, you know the knock combination. Squint will let you in because like, you're coming in with contraband and stuff. You don't want to come through the front door with that. Squint will let you in, and
Sit out shack with the giggity.
I talked to him about it before. Squint is so ugly. The joke is that you have to squint to talk to him because he has both eyes. They're fine. It's like the Howard Clint of halflings.
I don't know who that is.
Clint Howard of halflings. It's Ron Howard's brother.
Oh God.
You know who he is.
You know who he is. You've seen him 100 times in movies. You can do it. And he's the weirdo in that one.
Oh, that's him.
No, that's
That's Rob Schneider.
Rob Schneider,
Rob Schneider.
but he's in that movie as like
The water boy.
the weird looking guy. Anyway, so you get in there. Mizla is there. Arya is there. You'll get an audience with Sternbreaker, and that's where we're going to start next session. You guys are at the Blushing Mermaid. You have Helnia. You have repelled the payback of the Huffers. That's kind of pretty much it for the Huffers. I mean, you know by their numbers, they probably have 6 to 8 other people in town, but you took out their leader.
Well, we
You
beat
took out the
what?
lead
We beat
handedly.
we beat like 4 or 6 of them down in the cavern.
Yep.
And then we beat what 4, 6, 7 of them, including their leader. Right now, there were 4
8.
archers plus the 2.
Oh, 4, so 6 plus her, so 7. Yeah.
So yeah,
So-
we've beaten a pretty big group of these guys.
Yeah, and now they have no leader, so who knows? There's probably about 6 to 10 left. But you know some of those are the guards that you don't see here. One of those guys is the guy that you let live. So who knows? Who knows what it's all about? But that's next week. You guys at the Blushing Mermaid with Helnia and Sternbreaker and a whole bunch of loot. So thank you for joining us. Mitch, you want to take us out?
This has been another edition of the Wileyverse. We're playing the Cardinal Bond regular campaign right now. We play every Wednesday at 9:30 Arizona time, which I think is still matched up with California for a little bit longer. So look at yourself. So whatever 3 hours from right now was, that's when we're going to be doing. You can find our YouTube count downstairs if you want to look back on some of the previous episodes. This is episode 5.
6.
Wow, this is episode 6 already. We also have some of our older stuff there. We do some one-offs. We do some introductory stuff. We do some back and forth. It's a lot of fun. Check us out. There's a little shop down there. Thank you everybody that came down. It's always good to see you. Lord and Savior Ace, Lucid Abstract, gray-haired gamer,
Whoa.
Fish Chin. It's always good to see you. We saw Geostellar earlier. That was neat. Thank you guys very much. Did I miss anybody? I think I might have missed somebody. I feel like there's one other one in there. Thor Odinson, thank
Yep.
you for coming by too. It's always good to see you guys. Thanks for giving us the follows and things.
There's this Rouge Rogue asshole.
Rouge Rogue, that's me. Thank you guys very much for your inspiration. Thank you for your time. Thanks for watching us. We're doing it for you. We're having a good time. So we'll see you next week at 9:30 Arizona time.
Thank you for coming by.